Welcome to Damu Kiwe Conversation. It's Deuce Sims the Don. When you come in, hit that like button, share, tell a friend you in here with Diamond Yael and Deuce Sims the Don. This is Damu Kiwe Conversations. I see y'all already active in the chat. Before we even get into that, I want to salute all of the people supporting on Clubhouse. And we're going to give a shout out to the corporate sponsors. But Street TV Silences, CS2 Back, Luce Cannon, and the Nipsey Hussle stands. We going to get into this content today. Hit that like button. Y'all act like y'all ain't in here with some real niggas. Y'all go support all that fake ass fuck shit these niggas be on. Pushing false narratives, niggas that ain't never stood on nothing in their motherfucking life. Hit that like button. Get active in the chat. We want them active chucks in the chat. Yael.
Man, y'all know where y'all at? Damu Kiwe Conversations. Real quick, man, y'all finna get some real hot content. Like, compared to like your top shelf you smoke. And if you don't smoke top shelf and it's just some good, this is gonna be good content also. So if you got some good and some hot, some top shelf, make sure you unite your top shelf with some United Color Wraps. That is United Colored Wraps. We got all flavors. We got cherry, berry, grape, apple, banana, you name it, flame it up with United Color Wraps. Matter of fact, we got a whole bag for you right here. Look, man, look. Here we go, man. Look.
I don't see
Bam.
that, man.
Bam. Just got to re-up. You feel me? They going fast. So go ahead and get you a bag and make sure you tag United Color Wrap Cones. That's on Instagram. On top of that, man, some of the hottest wraps right now out in your local dispensaries and smoke shops. Also, we got the new Big U Unique app that's out right now. Make sure you download that app and download the Unique Music app. That is UNEEK Music app, man. Make sure you download that. You're going to be able to distribute your music for free. Politic with the Damu Kiwe Conversations, Deuce Sims, Diamond, That Girl Henny, and me, and the whole team that's on Clubhouse. So make sure you download that app ASAP, man. And for the people on Clubhouse, salute to the mods. That's them green dudes that's always on their job on Clubhouse. Salute to everybody that's in the chat. You already know where it's at. If you're on stage, make sure you like and share that room 3 times, man. Share that room. Make sure if you download the Unique Music app, make a profile, you're going to be able to politic with us again. And salute to everybody on Clubhouse and YouTube. YouTube Live. We are live right now. We got the Henny Snipers in the chat. And we got the Blue Wrench Mob. They always on their job, man. Salute to them right now. We going up. We in the chats. That's where it's at on live right now. Make sure y'all tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you share, tell a friend, and tap on in with the Damu Kiwe Conversation team. Remember, y'all in one of the hottest rooms on Clubhouse and one of the dopest lives on the YouTube right now. This is Damu Kiwe Conversations. Real quick, Deuce Sims, real quick, I want to give a special shout out to Freddie Sanders, man. Today is his birthday, man. Salute to you, brother. Keep your head up, man. I know it's been 20 long years, man, but you got brothers right here that's politicking and standing on the truth. And we salute you, man, from Damu Kiwe Conversations.
We got a comment, ducking internet police. Luce Cannon never been in a Nipsey video, nor have Nip promoted a live Cannon song, and he was the only so-called 60 who paid for a verse that never did nothing. Damn, nigga.
Wait.
Your shit gotta be garbage, nigga. I'm talking about super trap. You got the Golden Child Nipsey Hussle verse. You had to pay for it because obviously he wasn't your man's. Only 60 that had to pay for a Nipsey verse, nigga. And this nigga ain't in not one of Nipsey's videos. I was wondering, before we get into the content, that made me wonder, right? If he wasn't in none of the Nipsey videos, how could he say he was at the one that went and pressed DJ Khaled? Ain't no pictures of him or no video of him at that video shoot, bro.
That was in the metaverse. I tried to tell you, sweetheart. It's all in your mind.
Hey, everybody, salute to Snoop D-O-double-G. I got on my Snoop Dogg shit today. He rep for us, so we rep for him. If y'all don't know, if you on Clubhouse, you can go see it. This is on Snoop Dogg page. You see the official verified blue check. Damu and Kiwe conversations. The Damu Kiwe conversation brand is going ahead with his first release, the color raps for the Damu Kiwe conversations. Go to Color Raps and Cones on IG, my nigga, because if Snoop smoking and he fucking with this top shelf, I mean, anything less would be uncivilized. You understand? But yeah, man, shout out to Snoop Dogg. If you on Clubhouse, hit that link that's at the top and go comment. Tell them that we sent you there. I don't know about them niggas, but we over here getting to the bag, nigga. We eating, my nigga. Business moves. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a lot of hate, man. I was just live, me and Diamond and the homie Bo Money. What's up, Bo Money? We was enjoying ourselves, and nigga, the Crip cop came on our live in the chat. So I said, they was like, the Crip cop here. I said, hey, Diamond came on, said, the Crip cop here. I said, pull his ass up, right? So Christopher Love, boys, come in here. I'm fat mouthing about how we done smoked their whole motherfucking crew. We on our victory lap, man. You understand? And a lot of people might not know that. You know what I'm saying? He first started getting exposed at the Novo. The homie TD caught that nigga on that stage and slapped him up. Not the 20 guys that were in the garage or whatever was going on there. We talking about on the stage in public while he's walking with Kanye West and Kanye West's bodyguard. Nigga got down where they got mad at like they supposed to. That nigga put on that, what you say, Diamond? The V8 Hemi? That
nigga put on his Hemi shoes.
Nigga, them things gotta be expensive, nigga. Nigga, that he should have been the commercial for them niggas. Nigga, if you're ever in danger and you feel threatened by some real street niggas and they slap you and fire on you, you need your Hemi shoes, nigga. V8 equipped. The nigga got up out of there, nigga. Kanye West know you a pussy, nigga. The Pacoima Power Rules know you a pussy, nigga. The Bompton Power Rules know you a pussy, nigga. You understand? So you first got exposed with that, then you try to lie about it. So TD came on Clubhouse and it went viral. Go hit that on Instagram right now. It's about 150, 60,000 in a couple of days, you know what I'm saying? Where he said, what's up with that? You supposed to be in that? He said, I'm on paperwork. Nigga, you know about Money Mark. Nigga, you know about Del Dog. You know about Stutterbox. Well, you know that them niggas told on me. You know what I'm saying? So at the time, I didn't know TD. I hadn't had no connection to him, never spoke with him. Dead homies. Me and the team that was fucking with me at that time, because, you know, everybody can't go. You know what I'm saying? They was fucking with a nigga, you know, them fair weather friend type niggas. You know what I'm saying? The weirdos that can't help but do weird shit, and the nigga just be sitting and peeping. Well, we like, man, he kept calling him back. What's up, back? What up, young back? Nigga, it's some significance to that. So we reach out, you know what I'm saying, put the ear to the street and reach out and got the paperwork. We exposed it. CS2 back on the wiretap with Mark Stevens, right? Oh, hold on. Let me give my TNA Beams apology. Smoked Out TV, salute. G-Max, salute. Salute. You know what I'm saying? What up? And then niggas was like, oh, no, that ain't the paperwork. While I went live on Clubhouse, within 10 minutes, confidential source 2 back had Greg Caden, a detective, who worked on a federal task force on the Biggie and Tupac murders, as well as made federal the mainstream mafia Crip investigation. So he had him on there, and they want me to argue with him. Well, the paperwork we got doesn't have Greg Caden in it. They represented to us that Greg Caden was the one running the case with the main streets. That's cap. We're going to go through some of the paperwork at the end of the day for those who want to hang out and really flame these pussy ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? And so we're going to get back into that because I think that a lot of y'all forget or might not even heard what we done already did. But we flamed CS2 back. He said, I talked to dog. I asked Mark. Mark knows. Well, I would believe Mark would know too.
Hey, I talked to dog. Mark, I talked to dog. Mark knows. Hey, listen, Lamonte, I told you.
Nah, brother, you ain't tell Lamonte nothing, and you ain't tell us nothing. We know you. Oh, yeah, you talked to somebody, all right. It was them flapjackers on the 64th floor, brother.
Oh, he admits that. He doesn't even deny that he went and spoke with. I thought we wasn't supposed to go talk to the police and make no statements, but he did.
But they owe me a favor.
And they owed him a favor, right? You went and talked to them. Well, if you went and sat down with them people, that means you signed a Miranda waiver. That means that they were recorded. After they recorded, they made what's called an investigative report. All of these is things that he could easily clear up if he didn't implicate nobody or give any information, correct? Greg Caden came on Clubhouse. He didn't say the paperwork was fake. He was arguing that WAC wasn't CS2 back. So, but they said, go talk to Mark. So we listen. I listen. You know what I'm saying? Hard-headed, but I listen. And I went and interviewed Mark Stevens, Shaquille O'Neal business partner. And y'all heard what was said. He said not only was WAC 100 calling Mark Stevens saying, I need to talk to dog, and box went sour, the phones is compromised, right? So he had already called multiple times, left messages, and Del Dog said, nah, I'm cool on that brother. I'm cool on that brother. This is who they're calling confidential source 2 back, a.k.a. the WAC boy. Oh, yeah, it says the WAC boy in the paperwork. I ain't looked out for the WAC boy in a minute. He just called several times saying that the phones is tapping, the boy box went sour. Well, get him to talk about, when you talk to him, get him to talk about shit on the phone, because you know that's what they got going on. Well, CS2 back, the WAC boy, that's Cash Jones. And who was he riding with? The other rat, Stutterbox, the victim in the case, who went into 77 police station after being kidnapped in West Hollywood, transferred into somewhere off of Broadway, pistol whipped and robbed, allegedly, right? Pistol whipped and robbed, snatched up out his Rolls Royce on the Sunset Strip. Y'all niggas better stop playing with LA, nigga. This is the culture. You understand what I'm saying? The nigga walked, supposed to be gangster, walked in 77 and made a report. But because he walked into 77, they began an investigation. They come to find out he was kidnapped off of Sunset, which is West Hollywood sheriffs. So you have Detective Coet and the like who were doing their investigation. At the same time, in the paperwork, it lets you know that these phone calls were picked up pursuant to code such and such and such of the federal wiretap, on a federal wiretap. Unbeknownst to them niggas, at that time, the feds was already investigating, DEA and FBI. So, I'm talking about extortion, drug deals, home invasions. Just read the paperwork. But he didn't necessarily know about all of that or whatever. But they raid his house. 2 days later, he goes to the 64th floor, admittedly, to talk to Greg Caden, who's not even in this paperwork. And then you got Detective Coet saying, The only person that was arrested in that investigation was Cash Jones. Greg Caden, dirty cop, lying ass. He says that he wasn't arrested. He don't know why. Another police officer would lie and say that they arrested Cash Jones in that investigation. CS2 back maintains that. But at that point, he said, oh, the paperwork fake. He made fake paperwork. All of the dick suckers and the haters, they all, oh, y'all lost y'all credibility. Y'all know y'all run fake work. We run fake work. The docket number to that case is on every single page published. We flamed him. Rico the Rat Rodzay. Rico the Rat got flamed up the day before yesterday. Y'all go check that out. Right? About playing like he's the Black Alfred Hitchcock in the dark, detailing murder scenes. Nigga, I'm talking about what kind of shoes the nigga had on. The light was blinking on and off. Nigga, this nigga implicating Big U in the murder of Fats. So we debunked that, flamed him up. He has no more credibility. The exposers. CS2 back flamed up. Rico the Rat flamed up. And then we brought on Hot Kitty Cat, man. Y'all seen her. Y'all heard her. You know what I'm saying? She went big on the fake millionaire. 600 pennies, nigga. Flamed his ass up. This nigga playing like he a millionaire. This nigga living off of females. Ain't got a job. Lying about didn't have a car. The Prius wasn't even his. And then he does
begging for extra tacos.
Damu Kiwe conversations.
And ain't nothing wrong with anybody who's Ubering or doing whatever you got to do to take care of you and your family. Shit, I was robbing banks, sold dope, and did a lot of things I'm not proud of today to get a bag. So I can't knock the way another nigga get a bag. But when you come on here, Big Willie, fake Suge Knight with the cigars, with your stomach hanging out, you know what I'm saying, doing 6 burpees and shit, talking about niggas is busters and you just signed $1 million deal with CS2 back. Nah, my nigga, that shit, the math ain't math. So we flamed him up, exposed him being picked up at the border by the feds, exposed that he had 2 sealed files. Shout out Mo Scandalous Los Angeles TV. He gave him a freebie once we found out what one of them was for. It was a mere possession of weed. He had to do a little program, and it was sealed. The other one, well, I guess maybe that's what happened at the Mexico border. You know what I'm saying? When Big U had to gang slide that nigga Benz back, and they had the bail bondsman looking for him. They couldn't find him, and he popped up 3 days later. Yeah, I think that might be that sealed file. Expose his bitch ass, the Crip cop. Then, Crackhead Eddie. We don't see Crackhead Eddie no more, and he ain't even worth mentioning, right? But he said that he had all this paperwork on Big U, and he getting money from Demon Time Exotic and CS2 back and 600, saying that he need that to get the paperwork. But I thought y'all already said y'all had the paperwork. Don't forget that point. I got the work. The nigga CS2 back said he got the word. And they came with something that was a police statement where the police even admit that Big U never even waived, under alias at that, never waived his Miranda rights. Says that he never waived his Miranda rights, but would say something like, I should have never went and worked for Eddie Boy. Nigga, this is a robbery. If anything, it was 4 niggas on the lick. 2 of them got away. Once the lick went bad, Big U did what he did and got ghost. They didn't find the blick, right? So I'm quite sure if me and Yael got caught and Diamond and Henny got away, since we already caught, if we was trying to snitch, the only way we would get out would be to give up the people that got away. They already got us, right? But where I come from, bro, in our community, the police lied on Panther saying that real documents putting, I think it was Bobby Steele of the Black Panther parties, in the car, leaving it under the seat. I sit in there, and now I believe in one of my leaders is compromising to start inner beef, right? That they can lie. They can assist people in doing crimes and give them immunity because they're working with them. You know how many Black Panthers was killed by the United slaves who were funded by the FBI and the Cointell Pro? So where we come from, we recognize our enemy was this government, Babylon. The slave catchers, what started as the slave catchers, the police department never had our best interest, right? So when they say something, they can lie. And, well, Diamond told me you were the one that shot that guy. And if I go for it, oh, well, no, it was Diamond, and I make a statement, anything you can and will be used against, right? But Big U never waived his Miranda rights. So now they didn't kick Crackhead Eddie to the curb because he didn't show and prove when he oversold what he had. And I stood on that because, I mean, if I say something on here, my authenticity is on the line, but my name is on the line. But even more than that, I'm really pops out. So if I'm going to get my head busted open or get packed down or something, it got to be something that I know is truth and I'm willing to stand on. I don't know if y'all hold yourself on the internet to that same standard. So we flamed him, Luce Coochie, Luce the liability. Well, today we gonna allow street TV to do what we already did. We interviewed Gigi. Go check that out. You know what I'm saying? She told us how much he lied about his age. The nigga lied about being married. You know what I'm saying? The nigga lied about producing for Dre and all 50 Cent and all kind of other people. Took the name of the real Luce Cannon, right? The identity of the real Luce Cannon. Lied to Yael, told him he got a tour, 17-show tour with Lil Durk. He want Yael to open up. $2,500 each show, right? The nigga, he's a habitual liar. His brother said he was a liar, right? We exposed him on that. We exposed he was lying when he said he didn't know Crazy Rick. We showed video and pictures of them together at different places, right? Gigi said that Crazy Rick lived with them, but he don't know Crazy Rick. I wonder how that works. Crazy Rick, the one jumped off the freeway when this nigga set them up with money that say DEA evidence on it. A rat. We also exposed that Luce Coochie. Well, he exposed himself when we brought Lady Fino on, and Lady Fino was flaming him, saying he was the sweetheart. He got that from the Dykeana. You know what I'm saying? You know a nigga suspect when he trying to steal a swagger of a Dykeana. Where your masculinity at, sweetheart? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you definitely can't be an alpha male trying to steal the slanguage or the motherfucking swag of a Dykeana, man. We exposed that. He tried to line her up, get her to take some money, and the Migo went to jail that night. You know what I'm saying? I spoke to some other people, but we won't even talk about that because they ain't gonna be here. And where we come from, we need receipts. But we gonna get into the content. Y'all been waiting. I just wanted to bring y'all all up to date of how we done demolished and destroyed what they call the exposers. Shout out to the whole team. Hashtag ETE, expose the exposers. Now let's get into this real quick. Damu Kiwe conversation. Let me make sure I share this for y'all to see. Shout out Alex Alonso, a real journalist, a professor at USC, who is also a connoisseur of LA culture, gang culture specifically. He's testified in hundreds, if not thousands of cases. And only one time he testified on behalf of the prosecution. That was against a dirty pig. So let's get into this. Thanks for raising the bar and showing true journalism still exists. Oh, the Nipsey Hussle conspiracy theory? Marathon Kid? You
Damu
goofy.
Kiwe conversations.
An actual TV show, or are we just never going to see this footage?
No, Adam, you are never going to see this footage. You know why? Because this footage does not exist. There is no such FaceTime video call between the fake Luce Cannon and Big U. And in this video here, I will show you how that FaceTime video never existed. And I will be able to prove how the people pushing this narrative, people pushing the existence of this video, Whack 100, Sharice Mills, and the fake Luce Cannon, have been lying to you all along, only to promote their mediocre reality TV show and to drag Big.
This nigga is going in. He said these niggas been lying to y'all. We showing proof of the lies. They doing this to promote their subpar reality show and what?
Big U's name through the mud.
And to drag Big U's name through the mud. Let's stop right there and
Whack
run
100,
that back.
Sharice Mills, and the fake Luce Cannon have been lying to you all along, only to promote their mediocre reality TV show and to drag Big U's name through the mud.
Now let's talk about the impact of that. CS2 back, a federal confidential source that we expose, has created what they call the exposers, including the swamp slut, the prostitute, what's Sharice Mills, right? Luce Coochie Cannon, Rico the Rat Rodzay, right? Crackhead Eddie and the Crip cop. And they had intentions to promote this reality show and to attack and Big U's credibility and his character. This is what they did. And you bitch ass YouTubers that's not from our culture, you niggas don't understand our politics. You don't know nobody involved when it ran that shit because it would get you likes and get you money for your motherfucking YouTube account. That's what the fuck you niggas been doing. Off the back of a nigga that's building in his community. Not a nigga in California that did as much. Fuck the gangbang riding, putting in work shit. Not a nigga in California that's doing what Big U is doing for these kids. And y'all attack that for your own self-gain. And all you niggas is sucking these niggas' dick, running this content, disrespecting this nigga, got people threatening him and his family, slandering his name. That's what the fuck is going on. Conspiracy theory. Conspiracy my motherfucking ass, nigga. No Diddy. No back.
See, Whack 100 has been on an anti-Big U campaign for the last several years, and he's still butthurt about whatever Big U did to him a few years back. But you got to understand, when you're dealing with gangsters, gangster things will happen. And you don't run to the internet and cry about spilled milk. So are you one of those persons that have been waiting since February of 2024 for the fake Luce Cannon to drop that FaceTime video between him and Big U that he claimed he recorded on March 31st, 2019, on the same day Nipsey Hussle was killed by Eric Holder? Well, I'm going to show you how that FaceTime video never existed, and I'm going to provide you with enough ammunition to take Whack 100 up on that $100,000 bet.
Interview where his name came up. Let's be real.
Okay, but you
Tell me
realize that
another
some
one.
very, very serious
I don't give
allegations
a
were made during that interview.
So what?
And a lot of them don't really
Luce-
seem to stand up.
Luke, how you know you a white boy?
I've seen a lot of evidence to the contrary.
You
since.
seen what? What you see?
Just
I tell you what, Adam, you're a wealthy man. I'll front the Hunnet. You put up 100,000. I have Luce pull up. If he ain't got what he say he got, I'll pay you 100. If he do, you give me 100.
I'm not really trying to be the guy who decides exactly what happened or didn't happen.
Stop trying to discredit something that you can't. But what we can do.
Is the internet signal any better now?
Why did we get internet from the cell phone company?
Conversation. Let's go.
Hold on, Adam. I'll front the 100 for Luce. If he ain't got it, I'll lose that. If he got what he say he got, you pay. We got a bet?
No, I'm not getting involved with that.
Then let's leave it alone and keep moving.
Okay.
Hey,
The manipulation.
you know he don't even have a 100 though.
Used against.
Go ahead and speak on that since we exposing these fuck niggas.
Hey, the judge said he didn't even have 100,000 in his account.
Right.
So how is he gonna put up 100,000 for another nigga?
He was just bluffing him, and he bluffed the white boy. If you could bluff him, you could beat him. Let's go.
Yeah.
Adam 22. First, Adam's whiteness prevents him from identifying regular evidence and people lying. Isn't that ridiculous? But then he challenges Adam 22 to an outrageous bet of 100,000 that ends the conversation on the topic, because Wack has nothing of substance to offer this conversation to say about this FaceTime video. And for the record, this entire video here is specifically aimed at discrediting everything they've said about pushing the existence of this video. Now, this guy, this Luce Cannon, this fake Luce Cannon guy from Fontana made these weird and outrageous accusations and claims on this No Jumper interview that aired.
Where is this fake Luce Cannon nigga from?
Fontana.
No, sweetheart. I'm from Corona. I told you I drink Coronas and Corona. Sweetie pie, sugar plums.
Hey, this nigga. So for the record, hey, Marathon Kev, your idol, the liar, Luce the lie / ability. He's from Corona or Fontana. That's the Inland Empire. That is not Rolling 60s territory. Let's get back into it.
In January of 2024. I believe it would have been episode 23, but that video has since been removed off the platform. He claimed that he was going to air the Big U FaceTime video during the airing of his reality TV show in February of 2024.
Hit that like
and
button.
then it's like
Share.
we were doing a TV show like a while back, right? And I'm on a phone. He FaceTimed me. So he FaceTimed me and stuff like that. He was like, Nipsey just got killed. I'm like, 6-0. I didn't hear that. So I hang up with him. I called Nipsey and I'm like, Nipsey, what's up? He was like, oh, what's up with it?
Nipsey answered.
Nipsey answered. He answered the phone. And I was like, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that.
Did you tell him the call you just got? Or you didn't even mention it?
I didn't mention it. And that's what fucked me up, because my cousin is Nipsey baby mama. You get what I'm saying? So it was like I could have probably stopped it, or it had it.
Stop what? You mean that? You talking about?
No, because listen. So after I talked to Nipsey and I was like, "Yeah, I love you, cuz," or whatever like that. I'll see you later, or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey, and so I'm like,
wait. You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, call Nip. Nip answer the phone.
Yeah. And
you
we
like
were just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it, because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30 minutes after you get out the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early.
Well, let me start off by saying that Wack calling Luce Cannon nephew, where there's only a 5-year age difference between the two, is bizarre. Wack was born in 1977, and the fake Luce Cannon, real name is Termaine Williams, was born in 1982. So it's basically a 42-year-old man and a 47. Is it a 47-year-old man and a 42-year-old man calling themselves uncle and nephew? All right, but let's get into this clip. Let's dissect this clip and deal with the facts. Now, the fake Luce Cannon said he was doing a reality TV show at the time Big U called him on this FaceTime on the day Nipsey got shot. Well, we never got to see this FaceTime video, but he did introduce this screenshot, which is supposed to represent the video. And if you look at the screenshot, you can see the fake Luce Cannon is in his car. He is not on the set of any TV show. But maybe that's just a minor point, because you know how sometimes it's too noisy on the set, it's too noisy where you're at. Let me go inside the car, take this call where it's quiet. But do you put the seatbelt on? Look at this dude sitting in the car with the seatbelt on. And then secondly, he said that he called Nipsey Hussle 30 minutes before he was killed. But let's tap in with an interview that he gave 2.5 years ago, back in February of 2022, where he said Nipsey Hussle called him on that same day.
More into producing and stuff. And then when I figured out, like right before Nip died, he was like, you got a voice. You need to take over and finish what I'm doing. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, cuz?
Nip told you that?
Yeah. So it was like 30 minutes before he died.
Well, how did he tell you? Through a text or what happened?
No, phone call. He called me.
He liked the number 30. Hey, this nigga said 30 minutes before he died, before Nip died, Big U called him and told him that Nip was unalive, right? And then he called Nip, and they had a conversation, and Nip was still alive. He don't tell Nip, hey, why niggas talking about you got dead? Be careful, bro. This supposed to be your nigga. But then you go back a couple of years. See, the internet is forever, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got to have consistency to have credibility, my nigga. You can't survive without it, and this nigga has zero. The internet now exposed that he says 30 minutes before Nipsey died, Nipsey called him. Whoa. You sure had a lot of interaction with this Nipsey Hussle thing. To not be in none of his videos, to not have a picture with him, to have to pay for a re-rock verse, nigga. Not even a real verse that a nigga just, I'm going to give you this exclusive, nigga, because you my nigga. A re-rock verse, nigga, and you still had to pay, nigga, because you ain't from 6-up. At least not in Nipsey eye. And a lot of other people say the same thing. Let's get back into it. You on the phone with Big U 30 minutes. Was they simultaneous, nigga? Was y'all on a 3-way with Nip or something, nigga? What the fuck? This nigga is
Hey, Deuce, you know what I was thinking about when you said he made him pay for him verse, and because he not an authentic nigga, he not a real nigga.
Yeah.
That's like Roddy Ricch making me pay for a verse.
Not gonna happen, Captain.
Hey, any real homie wouldn't pay no phony nigga for no felonious, nigga. Come on, homie. But yeah, Damu Kiwe conversation.
Oh, we cooking today. Shout out Street TV.
Wow, why do you think Nip would have said something like that?
I don't know. I just figured that he knew he was gonna die. So
he called you and said you need to finish off where he left off.
Yeah, he was like, nobody's like you, cuz these niggas is jealous. They envious of you. I love what you're doing. I love you, little bro. And then 30 minutes later, he died.
Okay. So what's going on here? Well, let me just say that in this video here that I am assembling, you're going to learn the following facts. You're going to learn that the fake Luce Cannon, Tremaine Williams, never, ever, ever spoke to Nipsey Hussle on that day he was shot and killed, March 31st, 2019. Bro didn't even have his phone number, and they weren't in any sort of communication.
The person from rolling 60s, not that he was the first by far, but from our generation, the person that got the most notoriety from being from the block and starting businesses and being an entrepreneur was Neighborhood Nip the Great, Kiwe Christ, rest in peace to the homie.
Mm-hmm.
Your brother had his name in his mouth real loosely on No Jumper.
Uh-huh.
And he claimed to have received a phone call that was forewarning of his death by 30 minutes, and it came from a certain individual.
Mm-hmm.
I personally happen to know at that time in Nipsey's life, your brother couldn't get in touch with him because he was trying to get in touch with him through me on some with negative energy. So therefore, I didn't patch it in. I didn't even let Nipsey know that he was reaching out because your brother was like, "You better holler at me." Woo, woo, woo.
So the nigga that say he's a Nipsey supporter and he's Nipsey best friend was called and come to find out Spider Loc to get Nipsey number. And he came with this heated aggressiveness. He tell him he better holler at me. Nigga, who the fuck is you? Y'all ain't on Luce Cannon for hating on the late Nipsey Nip the Great, though. What's up with that? What's up with that?
Spider in the chat.
Send the link. Let me see if I can put the link down here for Spider to come up. That was a perfect segue. Thank you, Kiwe. We're going to wait for SPI, especially since his name came up. Hit that link in the chat if you can, SPI. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody on Clubhouse supporting. Turn this shit up. We cooking tonight. Buried it. Well, Street TV buried him. So this is going to be the autopsy. You know what I'm saying? We've been cooking these niggas for going on 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? SPI ain't came on. When he come on, we'll get back to it then.
I'm like, yeah, all right, and never passed the message on.
Secondly, on that day,
What is it you're holding?
A cookie?
Let's go.
the fake Luce Cannon, Tremaine Williams, was at home with his wife, Gigi, in Corona. And that's where they received the phone call.
Now, you were with Tremaine on the day that Nipsey Hussle got shot, March 31st, 2019.
Yes.
Where were you guys at on that day?
2980 Garrettson Avenue, Corona, California, in the bed, laying down.
And
hey, Yael, this nigga say that Nip called him, all of this shit. Come to find out he didn't even have Nip number. Spider Loc know that for a fact. And he asked Gigi, where was you at when the day Nip called? She with Tremaine, and where were you at? Valley.
No, sweetheart.
And
I was with my sweetheart.
He was with his real wife. Let's watch this shit. Shit.
For we were having a pool party at our house that we were staying at currently.
SPI on stage.
And do you know if he was in communications with Nip at that time?
We had.
Hey, watch SPI salute.
Salute.
Damu,
Kiwe conversations consistently, constantly, continuously. What it do?
Hey man, we was just going through Alex's new video on Street TV, and it was talking about what Luce Cannon not even having Nipsey's phone number at the time. You gotta kill the TV. I'm getting back feed.
Let me kill my Bluetooth speaker. I got you. Go ahead.
But yeah, I want you to speak to that though, bro. Can't nobody speak to it because you the one that got the call from Luce Cannon and asked for the Nip number. What was the temperature? What was the energy he was talking to you with? And why did you decide to not even pass that message on?
Dead homie, the reason why I paid Luce Cannon no mind when he called me with this sarcasm in his voice in relation to the neighborhood Nipsey Crip. Just imagine he hadn't passed yet, but Nipsey was soon to die. And those that were spiritually in tune and around him realized that there was greatness present. I was extremely grateful to be in his presence at the time I was. I think I posted a picture, something to my social media that let the people know that I was in Nipsey's presence recently. And this goofy ass nigga had the nerve to call me and asked me, was I still with him? I can tell by the tone of his voice, there was some bullshit in his voice. So I lied and said, no, I ain't with him. He like, oh, next time you tell him I need to holler at him. Like on some, I'm like, yeah, all right. But me and Nipsey sitting right there next to each other. And it happened so soon or so recently before Nipsey passed. When he jumped on No Jumper, telling these phone call lies about 30 minutes before his passing, I could not sit still and be quiet because I knew better.
Right. Well, listen, man, we appreciate that. I hope you enjoy this because Street TV just showed what true journalism is. Forget
yeah,
a
I did that. I did that for y'all that don't understand why niggas like myself, Deuce, Big U, Yael, Messy, real grimy street niggas, Munchie B, respect Alex. Because he's from our culture, but he's different. He's a different breed. He did that. Salute to Alex Alliance on Street TV.
Salute.
Nip had never been around us. We had never been around Nipsey Hussle. So who we did know was his baby's mother. That's who we known during that time. But he's never, and like I said, I can only speak for 2018 till now. He has never had any type of relationship with Nipsey Hussle. Never had his phone number. He's never been around us. We never been around him. He's never went to the studio with him. He didn't do any music with him at all during that time. I was there when he did the first interview with the lie that he said about Nip calling him. I just found out about this Big U thing thrown in, but that wasn't the original story. The original story was, Nip called me 30 minutes before he died. And he told me, I think his exact words, Nip told him, continue what I'm doing, be great, because people are just jealous of you. I think that was,
yeah.
I mean, if anybody knows Nipsey, I don't think that he would, I don't even know how that sounds like him. That sounds real weird in itself. I mean, let's be serious. Nobody's ever heard of this guy, but Nip told him, continue my legacy because you're great and people are jealous of you.
And let me just add this, that Gigi is still this guy's wife. They're estranged. Gigi lives in a whole nother state. Bro lives in Las Vegas with Sharice Mills, but they never finalized their divorce. So technically, he is still married to Gigi, and the girl Sharice she's just, I don't know, a girlfriend, a mistress. She's with a married man. That's a fact. But I digress, and let me get back to the third fact you're going to learn in this video is that it was Termaine's twin brother, Jermaine, that called him up and let him know that Nipsey Hussle was shot. The homies didn't call him. Now, do you remember where you were at on March 31st, 2019, when you first?
We help injured people and their families. And it may be a smaller injury, but
heard that Nip got shot?
Yeah, I was at my house. I heard about it like right real time, and then I called my brother about it. Like, hey, check this out. This is what
I dropped the link if you want to come up, Henny.
Said, and Gigi was right there, and she could vouch for everything I'm saying. They was laying in bed.
So you called Gigi up after you heard that?
No, I called my brother. And him and Gigi, they was together.
Okay.
So they was laying in bed when I told them what happened.
Okay. And were they living in Corona at the time?
Yeah, they was living in Corona.
All right. So back to this infamous interview on No Jumper, which lasted over an hour and was so outrageous that Adam 22 eventually had to remove this video, but only after he was served the cease and desist from Big U. Let me just add that that's the only cease and desist that Big U ever issued, because you're going to hear about this other fake cease and desist that was sent to the network and that was sent to Luce Cannon about this FaceTime video. Big U never sent that cease and desist.
So everybody knows I got a cease and desist about the Luce Cannon interview that I did with Whack 100, and a cease and desist showed up from the one and only. Never thought my life would go in this direction. Never thought I would be getting a legal notice from the big man himself.
Oh,
Big
yeah, I just seen
you.
Big U said he ain't feeling that
Big
shit.
Lucifer.
Big
Is that a diss? I think that's a whack term.
So now we get to this. Anybody want to speak on this about the cease and desist? What y'all remember about at this point when he did the real cease and desist to No Jumper? Anybody want to speak to that?
Yeah, because they was promoting some bullshit lies, you know what I'm saying? And the motherfucker had enough. A motherfucker finally was like, you know what, man, fuck this. You're not going to keep on with this bullshit, these fake propagandas and all of this. And he served them.
Right. Now, he served them so good, he said he went and talked to his legal team. Look what his legal team said.
I don't want to say that, but I get the cease and desist. And so at first, I'm taking it as a joke. I'm thinking, this is stupid. I'm a member of the press. I can interview whoever I want. Whoever I interview can say whatever the fuck they want. And I'm just thinking, it's not a big deal. I'm protected as a member of the media, etc. I send it to my legal team. They basically said that as far as these kind of cases go, where on one end you have libel, where you're basically smearing somebody's name and like putting accusations on them that could damage their business, etc. And then on the other side, you have free speech.
Yeah.
They said they think that there's a significant chance that if I went to court about this, I could prevail, but it could potentially be a lengthy legal battle. And that from their legal perspective, when you have free speech over here and libel over here, or defamation or whatever word I'm attempting to use, our case is a little bit closer to the defamation side.
Our case is a little bit closer to the defamation side.
That's crazy.
It's a lot closer to the defamation side. If you understand the law says, the law clearly states that you cannot falsely accuse a person of a crime or say that they've been arrested or say that they're under indictment or any of these things without being held liable. You see what I'm saying? This dude is implying that they made an implication on No Jumper that Big U was aware of this murder getting ready to take place 30 minutes before it takes place, which in itself is premeditated. So he would be accessory before the fact. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not after the fact, accessory before the fact. But the thing is, the reason that his attorneys told him what they told him, because you got to understand, Nipsey Hussle's murder was investigated by robbery homicide division of LAPD. Okay. Many detectives investigated this case. If there was an inkling of connection between Big U and any part of this case, his ass would have been locked up, bro.
Fact.
Hey, real quick, we got a super chat real fast. Let me get this super chat out the way, please, gentlemen. We got Incline with the $49.99. Y'all cooking right now with the laughing emojis. I love it. Expose these suckers. Hey, Incline, I know you's a brother. You's a real good brother, man. Thank you for blessing the Damu Kiwe conversation team with that girl Henny with the snipers. We appreciate you, man. Blessings to you and your family. Any and everything that's given to Damu Kiwe conversations. We appreciate y'all, man. Damu Kiwe conversations.
See Rat Deuce, I see you down there. Salute. What's up?
side. So from our perspective, we have decided to back away from this. This is not a narrative that I was really interested in pushing in the first place. The idea that Big U had any sort of, criminal doings in his adult life, or that, that he was involved with anything with Nipsey. This is not something I ever really bought in on. It was kind of a surprise to me that it got trotted out on the podcast. I don't have to make this kind of statement about why we decided to remove it or whatever. But, I did ultimately make the decision to take it down.
Eventually, Adam 22 had to remove that video. But after everyone in the social media community learned that Luce Cannon was a liar, learned that he couldn't be trusted, saw that Adam had to take the video down, why did people continue to interview this guy? For example, he goes on Cam Capone, not once, but twice, and pretty much told 85% lies. Then he found himself on Drinks with Jinx, where he did the same thing. And then surprisingly, this really shocked me, Adam 22 invited him back on No Jumper for another interview of lies.
You ended up getting it, and that caused you to not be able to release the footage. But did you consider releasing the footage on like social media and stuff, even if you couldn't put it in the actual TV show? Or are we just never going to see this footage?
So what I was going to tell you is let's do like a poly test on the next interview.
Okay.
Polygraph test. This nigga, hold
a
on.
poly guy.
Pause.
And you got ask a question.
So
this nigga said, let's take a poly test. Nigga, it ain't a poly test. It's a polygraph test. Nigga, a poly test. You trying to see if he's into multiple marriages or relationships. Like, is you and Sharice trying to catch? Like, what's going on?
Nah, he want to see if he into multiple meats. Let's do a poly test. He want to see if he got multiple meats. And
And this is, hey, bro, this is Marathon Cav's idol. He banked his whole conspiracy theory on Luce, the liability. Let's go, man. We cook.
I don't know. When do we get to a point in our journalism where we identify certain people that are just bad for the culture because of the blatant and fraudulent actions of these people? When do we just say enough is enough? But all right, let's get back to the original interview that he gave. I want to believe that at some point in this interview that Adam realizes this guy is lying. In fact, he says it on the following episode that he didn't quite believe many of the claims that he was.
Johnny Brown, can anybody confirm if Nip baby mama is his cousin, or did he meet her through his girl? Yeah, Nip baby mama is not his cousin. They are not a no kin. He just trying to connect and attach himself to a man, which is so gay. But if that's what he into, them kind of relationship, that's on him.
I'm a polygon. I'm a polygonalist. I'm a polygologist. Hey, we got another super chat.
Okay, but you really.
All right, let's get to it real quick before I start.
We got another super chat. We got that girl Henny that got plenty with the $1.99. Hold the content until they get them likes up. Oh, Henny politicking, y'all. The snipers on their job.
If Henny said it, nigga, it's a G call, my nigga. If Henny said it and she sent a $1.99 instead of calling my phone to make me do it, hit them MF like button, show some respect. I mean, it's free. That's the least you can do.
Conversations.
Correct. Hit that like, share, tell a friend. Let's make this go viral. Expose the exposes.
Realize that some very, very serious allegations were made during that interview.
So what?
And a lot of them don't really seem to stand up.
But nevertheless, Adam still posted that video. Adam still put it on his channel. And it just shows that we're at a point in time where we do not care what people say. We're just trying to run up our channels, run up our views, try to maximize our profits. regardless of who it slanders, who it defames, and what type of damage it does to individuals and families. That's where we're at right now. But what this video did,
let's speak on that real quick, because that shit is so powerful.
That man, what he said, and I tip my hat to Alex Alonso in many ways, because he does come at everything that he covers from a true journalistic standpoint. And that goes all the way to coordinating all the videos that were available in regards to Nipsey's demise. He coordinated all of them with the police body cam, and actually was able to get everything in order where you could see the true mechanisms of what transpired and everything that happened, and not just in that parking lot, but also on 58th Place, which was the street over, which showed the alley where the girl was waiting in the car, how she started to take off, everything. You know what I'm saying? But he said one key thing, well, a number of key things, but one thing that stands out to me: not only are they defaming that man and attacking that man and doing all the things that they do to that man, but nobody's taking in consideration that man's family. Everybody got a soft heart for everything else, but what about his family? What about what his kids have to go through and endure based on all these lies being propagated against their father? And this dude Wack got the audacity to say, "Oh man, I love his family. I care about his family." He's a lie in every sense of the word. You can't care nothing about that man's family to sit up and lie and do what you do, all because your feelings is hurt because that man made a decision to back away from you and leave you the hell alone because you was in on that Main Street case like that, because he got the heads up that you was no good and he knew it was time to end the relationship and back away from you. You couldn't take it. It hurt you that much. Come on, man.
Yeah, Kiwe conversation.
Man, if that's the case, man, he need to put a skirt on. You know what I'm saying? He really need to put a dress on. You know what I'm saying? And go ahead. You know what I'm saying? And be the woman that he is.
Well, I really wanted to answer more, not even about him. I wanted more to what Alex is talking about, and that's those that knew he was lying and continue to give him a platform. Like, this is where we're at on the internet. They doing and slandering this man's name in the name of content. They slandering this nigga name in the name of views, likes, and a paycheck. Like, what about the Cam Capone News? What about their credibility? What about Ray Give TV? What about Clubhouse Shenanigans? What about The Answer and their credibility? What about Black Savage ENT? Clubhouse TV? No Jumper? Everybody who continue to give these niggas academics, whackademics, should I say, that interview
600.
But forget 600, that's his page. He can do what he wants to. We talking about specific people who call themselves media or podcasters or YouTubers, right? How could you have credence or any credibility online when it's just been exposed? You've been proliferating slander and lies consistently for the last several years. Marathon Kev, Rico the Rat Rodzay. What about them? Where's the accountability for them pieces of shit?
But see, when you look at dudes like Marathon Kev and the Monies, the Demon Time Exotics, all these dudes, you have to really sit back and analyze the character that's before you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes are dudes that were never part of the in crowd. They were never individuals who had a lot of friends growing up. So this internet allowed them to finally get a voice and allowed them to come and sit at tables that they're really not privy to be at. You see? So now here they are. Now that they're at these tables where they don't even understand the juxta of what's going on, they just happy to be there. So they put anything out. They gonna push any narrative. And they get one dude that's been embraced by the masses, CS2 back, and he could do anything. He stick his hand up Money's ass, you know what I'm saying? Talk to that man like that man, oh my God, he destroyed that sucker. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, well, maybe he's accustomed to being treated like a bitch like that. So
hey, he got to be.
Yeah, he wearing it. So obviously it must be. And Selena said 105 getting better, but use them damn fingers and like some more. We got a super chat before we hit the thing, Yael.
Man, we got another super chat. We got Tammy with the $10 super chat, man. Appreciate the $10 super chat from Tammy, Miss Tammy at that. Thank you from the Damu Kiwe conversation team, that girl Henny. We appreciate any and everything that is donated to the Damu Kiwe conversation team. Bless you and your family, man. Much salutes, man, and appreciation.
With Anita Baker, I see you rocking it, girl. Let me stop before I get in trouble. Let's go.
It allowed Luce Cannon to basically say that Big U was responsible for a homicide or had a role in it or had prior knowledge to it when this homicide has already been adjudicated. It has already went through the entire justice system from beginning to end. We had a full trial and bro was found guilty alone. Eric Holder is the sole assailant in this case. Period. There are no other conspirators. In the last 5 years since Nipsey been killed, not one single person has been identified by the police or by the public with proof and evidence of having prior knowledge or involvement in the homicide of Nipsey Hussle. Not a single soul. Not Cowboy, not Rimpaw, not Cousin Lathan, cousin Carrie, not Big U. Who else? Not any of the people that are in the parking lot. I've even heard that Kid Flashy, aka Mr. Baedgar, that was getting the haircut in the barbershop, he was involved in some.
I hope y'all understand how crazy Nipsey Hussle fans is. That sector of YouTube and online social media are fanatics. And these dudes proliferate that, and these people don't have no ways to confirm whether this is true or not. They just take it and run with it. They said that the dude that was in there was in on it. This shit is crazy.
Kind of way. Someone in the car wash was involved. There are no other assailants or participants involved. The LAPD made an examination into all of Eric Holder's telephone records. They did the same thing for Bernita Nicholson. In fact, they searched Bernita Nicholson's apartment.
Did you hear that? Where the conspiracy theorists at? We're the ones that's been threatening the team. The ones that's been threatening Mika. Got her page clip. Just got my Active Chuck Instagram clip when we was live with the Crip cop. Where y'all at now? The police checked the phone records of Shitty. No connection or calls with Big U or nobody else. Not just Big U, nobody else.
We got another super. My bad, dudes.
They can wait real quick.
Hey, you know what I just thought? Hey, you know what I just thought about, dudes?
Yeah.
because of the alleged relationship with Tupac and Suge that might have been slightly strained. They say Suge was involved. It was a setup for Suge for Tupac to get shot in the car, getting grazed in the head. I think it's just the nature of the beast, CEO, artist, little homie, controversy. They
Where
want
a
that.
lot of money is involved.
Yeah, it's automatic, bro.
But I think some people are smart enough to know better, but they want to monetize and capitalize. It's a capitalistic society, and they exploit that.
True.
But they went through the girl's phone. She didn't call Big U, didn't know Big U, didn't know nobody else that was in contact with Shitty in connection with this murder. But I guess maybe the conspiracy theorists got some evidence we ain't seen. Niggas
You'll be waiting forever, waiting on that.
Yeah. Let's go.
They searched her mother's apartment. They took her car. They even dumped everything off her phone. And they found nothing. Eric Holder's defense conceded that he was the only.
With so many choices on Booking.com, there are so many Tina Feys I could be. So I hired body doubles.
Assailant.
Said sue them all.
Nowhere in the defense were they trying to say that there was additional information linking other suspects. And defense attorneys will do that if there's an opening for that. And then the last thing that this interview does is it makes a claim that a video exists between Big U and Luce Cannon where it's supposed to link him to having prior knowledge. And I think it was pretty obvious that this dude was lying when he said it. And his reason for not posting the video on his TV show is because he received a cease and desist. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? There was no cease and desist from Big U. Whack, Luce Cannon, and whoever is working in their camp actually hired this attorney and paid her to create a real fake cease and desist to make it seem like it was coming from Eugene Henley. And all it takes is a phone call to call a lawyer, say, hey, I want to cease and desist. How much is it going to cost me? So what we ended up doing is we followed up with this attorney, and also a complaint was filed against this attorney as well. So this attorney has no link to Big U whatsoever. In fact, he filed a complaint with the California State Bar saying his name got dragged into a cease and desist that he has nothing to do with.
Now, they tried to produce some paperwork last week that,
oh my God,
that Big U wrote a cease and desist letter to the reality show.
Are y'all seeing the depths of the hate that these dudes is exuding towards Big U? That they went out of their way because he had made claims that he had Big U recorded, right? Talking about Nipsey was dead 30 minutes before, implicating Big U in the murder. I guess that's cool by YouTube standards also, right? To implicate people in homicide. Rico the Rodzay does it. Luce Coochie does it. CS2 Back does it, right? And because he know he doesn't have this video, he tried to come with a picture that they edited and copied and pasted or whatever with an old picture with Big U from a video shoot, which he's finna get into. And they hired an attorney in the name of Eugene Henley. That has to be some kind of fraud. But from a scammer like Luce Coochie, I can see that happening every single day that he get the opportunity, right? And says, I want you to send a cease and desist to Luce Coochie Cannon from Eugene Henley. So she takes the money, sends the cease and desist to Luce Cannon in Eugene Henley name, and they done signed this paperwork. Forged his name. To try to show face because they didn't have no video. This video didn't exist. This is what Big U is going through, and you motherfuckers is celebrating and thinking it's cool. Keep that same energy when I catch you on the Vermont side of Crip
Company and to your brother Termaine. And Big U immediately debunked it. He said, I have nothing to do with that letter, but they're, running around the internet producing all of this stuff, and it's just, it's really looking goofy.
The reason why they did that is so when people tune into their reality TV show, they can sit there and say, oh, the reason why we couldn't show this is because he sent this and we don't want to get sued, or the network don't want to get sued. All that is made up. That's fabricated. That makes no sense.
So I think that's confirmation that your brother has no video of FaceTime and Big U before Nip got killed. So here's what happened, ladies and gentlemen. They knew they didn't have a video from the jump. The only way to get out of not producing the video is to claim that there's a legal issue coming from Big U. And they concocted and created the whole legal issue. Can you imagine that? Like Wack really paid however much it cost to
Lost Wisconsin Badger Curve
$1,500 is what they paid. $1,500
to pay for an attorney to do a cease and desist. He was willing to pay that because he has this much animosity towards this man. But here's the lawyer's information. Anyone can reach out to this attorney. Anyone who's interested in finding out more information, hey, just call the attorney, email the attorney, see if the attorney will talk to you. But I'm telling you right now that there is no link between this attorney and Big U. They created that cease and desist because they knew there was no video. I want to take a closer look at this screen capture. But before I move to that, I just want to bring up this other interesting fact is that in 2019, Big U's phone was an Android, and the technology did not exist where you can FaceTime between an iPhone and a Samsung. So keep that in mind. And everyone who knows Big U, including Wack 100, knows that he has a Samsung Android phone because when you text him, his texts always show up green.
Big U didn't even have an iPhone back then.
That's what I was trying to tell people because I've been texting back and forth with Big U for years.
Always been green.
It's always green.
Always been green.
That means he's got a Android.
He never even had a fucking iPhone.
Hey, Yael, in case you want a problem with your brother from another, you better holler up that
This the last time.
Bro, I've been trying to.
You ain't said nothing.
Bro, you was like, hold on.
Oh, well, go ahead, brother.
C-Rat Deuce with the $4.99 super chat. Damu and Kiwe conversations is definitely politicking correctly.
Politically correct.
Oh, politically correct. Sorry about that, brother. ETE. Hey, listen, C-Rat Deuce, appreciate you with the $4.99 super chat. Blessings to you and your family. Anything and everything that's donated to the Damu Kiwe conversation team is appreciated. Thank you, brother.
Hey, I appreciate that. You know who C-Rat Deuce is, right?
Man, that's what's up, baby. That's my nigga, Bo Money. Machine in motion. Whooping and loking. Let's go.
Conversation me and Nip had. You got to get in close. You see the date on there? See what that say? Tuesday, March 28th. This me and him talking. This me talking about DJ Khaled. I told him DJ Khaled had gave me his number, right? And I said I need to talk to Khaled. So Nip said at the video, did you talk to him? You see what he said? I ain't gotta read it. He said, did you talk to him? But I was doing an interview too. And I said, yeah. And I sent him a call cuz back after the meeting. Nip said, off top, let me know once he balances it.
So look, it's obvious.
Now you see the date on there, right? Now, how was me and him having a conflict?
So it's obvious.
If me and him talking, but then look, let me show you though. Not only that, let me show you why Nip took off the remember when he had that Grammy Award thing? Look what I told him right here. I said, we was talking about, I said, I just left catch he just said he just left. He said he on the way to wherever that shit is. Love about to finally get some sleep. I'm telling him, I said, Love, I'm about to finally get some sleep. And it said, I'll call you in the AM. It's me. I'm in green.
But hey, let's take a look at this screen capture. Now, right off the bat, this screen capture that's supposed to be a FaceTime call between two iPhones there should be a couple of red flags.
One is that, here, let me just show you what a real FaceTime is supposed to look like. Here's a real FaceTime. Take a look at that. You notice the smaller image is a little bit more offset from the edge. And also, if you take a closer look at the smaller image, it has curved corners, not sharp corners. Now, these videos were both created in 2019, the way FaceTime would have looked in 2019 if you were on iOS 12 or iOS 13, which were the common operating systems in 2019. And if you go back to this image that he created, you don't see any curved corners on the smaller image with Mr. Tremaine Williams in it. You don't see at least a 1/16 of an inch offset between the edge of the big U image and the edge of the smaller image. There should be a little space there. There is no space whatsoever. It is flush to the corner. And also, if you notice, there's a little bit more vertical nature of the image. You look at the big U image of this quote unquote FaceTime, it's got more, it's closer to a square than having that rectangular look the way a FaceTime is supposed to look. But let's go deeper into this image. Where was this image taken?
I think this is so important that I got to interrupt you, Alex Alonso. Yacob Bagley. What about Nip family also that got to go through bullshit and hear his name being brought up in slander also? Yeah, they're definitely opening up sore wounds, not allowing his family to heal, not allowing his family to grieve. They're in mourning. You're not going to get over the loss of a life for somebody as impactful as Nipsey Hussle, especially when that's your close family member, close friend, like your son or nephew. Think about that. Let's go, man. Nasty motherfucking work, man.
Well, check this out. If you zoom in on the building right to the behind Big U's face there, to the left side of his face, and if you're from Los Angeles, you will see that that is the corner of 60th and West Boulevard. Let me show you another image taken by Big U on that same exact corner on 60th and West Boulevard. And then let me show you some other images of this apartment building that you see behind Big U, which was on 60th and West Boulevard. You might wonder, what was Big U doing on the corner of 60th and West Boulevard? And thanks to an old video that I found on WorldStar, here is another image.
That's right.
Of Big U on that exact same corner.
Don't matter. You're nice, go hard.
Movie production in the hood. That's how we do it, young man.
Top flight, baby. Yeah.
GB running this here movie set in the hood.
Come out here.
Coming out here and checking in with GB, getting these movies done. You better know it.
Sure.
Anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just check it in. We can make sure it's done. Movies, videos. But if you don't, check it in.
Oh, well. So check your ass out.
And as you can see, this is Big U on the corner of 60th and West Boulevard. And you can see that same apartment building in the background. So you might ask, well, what's going on here, Alex? Well, check this out. In 2017, the television show Insecure was shooting an episode right there on West Boulevard. And what usually happens when these shows are shot in certain neighborhoods, they hire people from the community to work on the set. And this was, I believe, a 3-day shoot of Insecure doing a scene on West Boulevard. In fact, here's a short clip of that episode back in, this was season 2, episode 5 in 2017. And there's a scene here where Issa is driving through the neighborhood, and she's on West Boulevard and 60th at a red light.
Oh.
She gets into a car accident, and they shoot a whole scene of Insecure right there on 60th and West Boulevard. Now, this is how you know this guy, Luce Cannon, is a liar. Because this screenshot that he is trying to sell you as a 2019 FaceTime phone call, the screenshot was actually taken in 2017, 2 years before Nipsey Hussle was shot and killed. So that's how we know for a fact that this image has nothing to do with 2019. It has nothing to do with a FaceTime call that he had with Big U. And what this lets you know is this dude is saving and downloading Big U's Instagram lives for future uses. What this actually tells us and shows us is that Luce Cannon was saving the lives of Big U when he went on Instagram.
Hashtag ET in the chat.
To use for whatever purpose. And this image that he's showing you, supposed to be from a 2019 FaceTime call with him, is actually from 2017 when he was on the set of Insecure. And lastly, the reason why I know about this is actually on the set of Insecure is because one of my very close friends, Clee Sloan Bone, is the one that hires the people that live in the community where they're shooting these scenes to come on set. So basically, my boy, Clee Sloan Bone, hired Big U and his circle to be on the set during the shooting of Insecure back in 2017. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we know for a fact that that screen capture has nothing to do with a Nipsey Hussle telephone call that Luce Cannon had with Big U in 2019. So I'm stamping a big fat false on it. Thanks for tapping in with Street TV.
Once again, shout out Street TV. That
shout out Alex Lozano.
Hey, listen, man. Cook. It feel good to see people up on it. You know what I'm saying? We having a hell of a week, man. I mean, if we look back, y'all shouldn't go with Black Sam. Black Sam and Nipsey ain't the same people. And if something's wrong with Nipsey's daughter, we gonna advocate in his absence for what, try to help her get the best outcome possible. We had people talking about so long. Oh, this nigga Big U down bad. Oh, Big Lucifer, Big U, all of this shit every single day for years. And we stood on and took a stand on truth. We remain unified, researching, working hard, and expose the exposers. Today, all of those wild conspiracy theorists, we got a super chat. They looking real slow, green as a pool table, twice as square. Speaking up on politics that they have no connection to and they are not a part of. See, What y'all don't understand, see, these type of topics is for niggas that's really connected, man. This is why we have Damu Kiwe conversations. Yeah, let me get to this what you call it for you real quick before I get in trouble with Henny Gang.
Man, we got a super chat, another super chat. We got coolest dude with the $9.99. Wow! Exclamation point. Hey, exclamation point is right. Coolest dude. Appreciate you. Blessings to you. Appreciate it from the Damu Kiwe conversation team. Anything and everything is highly appreciated. Bless you and your family, brother. Oh man, dude. Yeah, brother. I mean, what else can we say then? You know, setting the trend, like the thing, this is the thing, dudes. And I gotta say this: the industry want us to compromise. They want us to be snitches and busters and softies, right? They want to promote the snitches
and with broke wrists, and with broke wrists,
right? So they want the snitches to be the voice of the authentic people, and the authentic to be the outcast. When you got people like Alex Alonso, who's not a member but is a very well respected individual in the community because he's standing on business. He don't got to be a gang member to defend what's right and what's true. And this man took it upon himself to use his platform to defend what is a righteous, noble thing to do, and that is the slander of a brother who's innocent. Does not the scripture say, do not bear false witness against thy brother? Do not go out here and coerce lies and then be the person that's like, oh, I'm his friend, so I'm gonna just say it happened also. I'm gonna concur this lie. You can't be a loose coochie and then coincide with a CS2 back and say, yeah, the lie is real. I'm gonna go ahead and bear false witness against my brother. No, we gotta defend our brothers in righteousness. That's why we don't do the, oh, right or wrong, I'm gonna go up for my niggas. No, you gotta say, hey, brother, you was wrong, and we need to correct that wrong. If you was right, I'm standing right by your side. And that's the problem. These niggas is okay because they have a horny tongue. They wet mouths and horny tongues. They want to put their mouth on everything. Even the slander of a man who's innocent like Big U. And it's a shame that you have to take individuals who is not members from the community, but who did live in the community, and they just like, you know what? I'm gonna use my platform for something righteous. And these are the things that are not happening. These brothers and sisters need to stop it, man, and wake up and see it for what it really is. I'm gonna land on that, man.
Man, hey, all I can say is, man, much love and respect to Alex Alonso. This just goes to show the level of deceit, the level of lies, the level of bullshit that these people will go through to smut, slander, and drag Big U's name through the mud. Big U said it himself when he was sitting there with Pistol Pete. The easiest way to sell something on the internet right now is to use his name. They got a show to promote.
Big U.
They got a show to promote. Big U did something. They wanna bring your awareness to some bullshit. Big U did that. You know, everything that they do. And all you got to do is go and look at their pages and their affiliates pages. When you got over 60, 70, 80% of the content on their pages involve Big U's name in some capacity, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with us as a society to allow them to do this. And we keep going back listening to the bullshit. It's time for people to wake up and realize and say, no, we don't even want this no more. Give us the Alex Alonsos that do an investigative reporting. They go and they investigate, they get the facts, and they bring you the facts and the true story. Just because you can create some salacious bullshit and go buy a prepaid credit card at 7-Eleven and call an attorney and make a fake cease and desist letter to cover up the first lie that you had this video. Come on, man. And why would I know this? Man, bro filed a complaint on that attorney and got all the information, how they paid for it and everything. So it's not like he just laying down, letting it go. But you got to understand, he got bigger and better things, man. He really working with them kids. He really doing things in the community. And he really got business going. Business that demands his attention more than this salacious bullshit on the internet. I'm going to leave it at that.
Damu Kiwe Conversations.
And let's not forget that at the head of the snake is a federal confidential source 137 CS2 back. And for those who's hanging around for the content, we're going to be cooking this and frying him and reminding everybody why he is CS2 back, why he was proven by multiple people on that case, why Mark Stevens and Stutterbox statement to the police, to the sheriffs, implicated Whack 100 in conspiracy to extortion of Shaquille O'Neal and Mark Stevens. He was sent by Stutterbox. Him contacting the main streets, giving up Stutterbox address. They shot up Stutterbox car 17 times, his Rolls Royce, with him and his wife in it. Conspiracy to murder. Don't forget about the Texas gun case. Several guns, 800 rounds of ammunition. I don't know. Police owing them favors. Let's get into that real quick, right? Let's get into that real quick. So before I do that, let's talk about this. Let me show this. Got the video ready.
Some people don't know about that either.
And you see the title? Whack 100 convinced Luce Cannon to implicate Big U in Nipsey Hussle's death. Is that 100%. Not? Is that not a fucking rat? Forget CS2 back. Forget him making a statement in the Tupac and Biggie murder to the Greg Caden on the 64th floor. He convinced Luce Cannon to implicate Big U in Nipsey Hussle's death. Shout out Dogface TV. Thanks for the content. We definitely want you to get your props for figuring it out before we expose the exposers. Let's go.
It's like Nipsey just got killed. I'm like, sick. So I didn't hear that. So I hang up with him. I called Nipsey and I'm like, Nipsey, what's up? He was like, oh, what's up with it?
Nipsey answered.
Nipsey answered. He answered the phone. And I was like, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that.
Did you tell him the call you just got? Or you didn't even mention it?
I didn't mention it. And that's what fucked me up because my cousin is Nipsey baby mama. You get what I'm saying? So it was like I could have probably stopped it or it had it.
Stop what? Fuck you mean? That fuck you talking about?
No, because listen. So after I talked to Nipsey and I was like, yeah, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that. I'll see you later or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey. And so I'm like,
wait. You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, called Nip. Nip answered the phone.
Yeah. And
you
we
like
were just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like You
and
just
30
never knew.
minutes after you get out the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So
all
you
on
think
the
he hit
TV
you
show.
a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early because the homie Shitty double back 3 times. You get what I'm saying? And first he shot him, boom, go into the alley, came back and shot him, boom. It wasn't good enough, and then he came back and he shot him again. But now it's like
how did he know?
Yeah, no, but
that's crazy.
It's deep. So it's like I don't know who to trust.
Now let me ask you a question. I heard this. I don't know how true it is. I heard that Shitty and Nipsey had a fight.
Yeah, they had
prior to a couple weeks before that.
They had a fight like a week before that when they had a fight. You know.
So here you have CS2 back, the federal confidential source, and his recruit Luce the liability, Luce Cannon, the fake Luce Cannon, saying that Nipsey had a fight with Eric Holder a week or so before this incident. A fight, right? But what they're mistaken is that Nipsey didn't have a fight with Eric Holder. Black Sam had a fight with Eric Holder. And Nipsey jumped in. And a couple other people. I'm just saying, Black Sam, can you tell me that you didn't have a physical altercation with Eric Holder? That you didn't jump on Eric Holder with Nipsey or with someone else? Right? But y'all was upset when we confronted Black Sam on his lie, feeding into the narrative that was built upon Luce the liabilities lies about a DJ Khaled thing. Remember, Rico the Rat Rodzay got exposed by Demon Time Exotic that he first implicated him in the Fats murder. Then these niggas first implicated Big U and Nipsey murder. Right? I mean, some people believe me. As soon as it happened, I think Nika was even talking about that because they knew it was a dispute. But while you talking about and pointing fingers and making up, giving traction to lie, because you got a new documentary coming out. What do you say? I was always the one trying to get Nip. I didn't want to gangbang. I'll try to get Nip so we could get this bag. Right? All right. As soon as I finish this, Diamond. So
that was me, Deuce.
Okay, hold on. So you talking about you always after your bag, you got a documentary come out, and now you speak out and bite on Luce the liability shit. And we gonna get into that after he read this. Just give me a second. You know what I'm saying? But it's nasty work, bro. Marley Marl told Whack 100, Big U got the paperwork. Your cover is blown. These are not jokes. Whack came straight to the internet and started his smut and investigation on Big U. All Big I did was move away. All Big U did was move away. Yeah, he cut him off. He didn't come to the internet and flame the nigga nothing.
Hey, could I say one thing real quick? There seems to be a discussion going on in the chat, and some individual calls themselves Bag Man, keeps trying to convince everybody that CS2 Bag is a multimillionaire and got all this money. Bag Man, you need to go and read the paperwork. The judge analyzed this man's finances for the last year. That man ain't even got $100,000. Get the fuck out of here trying to convince somebody that this man got all this money. No, he don't. That's why his whole crew is broke.
And what kind of weirdo is counting another man's pockets anyway, bro? These the type of fanboys on the internet that niggas got to deal with, bro. Nigga, what you eat don't make me shit.
I'm telling right now.
What you was gonna read though, Yael?
Man, this is a deep one, man. Hold on, let me. So basically, it's like this. Dudes, bring up Whack 100, bringing up Domer lied and said Black Sam was implicated in something when he went home on club, implicated something, then went on Clubhouse.
I'm looking for that one right now.
That Domer situation is nasty work, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that ain't snitching. Where on the internet have you ever heard that name on the internet before CS2 back brought it up?
You talking to me? You talking to me, Deuce?
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Well, I'm saying if you ain't heard of this name in association with Nipsey murder, right, why would the federal confidential source CS2 back feel it was cool to come bring that name in the mix?
Yeah, he was. I think, bro, the hatred that he got towards Big U is not just towards Big U. It's more towards the 6 O's also. But he got a hatred towards Big U because of him getting cut off for being a 137 informant. And then he want to bring up other stuff like this, which is some nasty work. So, man, bro, I ain't never heard that name before this nigga said something about it, bro.
I'm finna try to find that right now. Give me a couple seconds.
Exposing the exposers. Damu Kiwe. Conversations. If y'all loving the content, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tap in. Y'all getting some of the hottest content on the internet right now. Damu Kiwe Conversations.
I think this might be it.
Hey,
one of the things I love about Remarkable is that almost artist connection to the paper.
No, I was gonna say while you was looking for that.
You got that? I don't want to hear about it.
Did you
tune in? That's one of the reasons that all these dick waggers, you know what I'm saying, run behind this dude, because for some reason they think that he has all this money and all of this, influence that he does not have. You see what I'm saying? He's selling them a good story that he's a multi-million-dollar dude, and he could do all these things for him, and the pursuit of fame is something else, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people that's sitting up big wagging this dude, they just want to be famous. They want to get in the entertainment, and they figure if I could just hold on to this nigga's nuts long enough, you know what I'm saying, maybe he'll take me to the promised land. You're gonna be really, really, really disappointed at the end of the day, because all you're gonna have is motherfucking gumball juice on your hands,
or some Hunnet EBT merch. Let's get into this real quick.
If somebody would have sent Eric Holder on that mission, his initial walk up would have been the start of the mission. It wouldn't have been walk up, no shirt, to go get a shirt, conversation with Nip, exchange back and forth. You a snitch, nigga, I ain't no snitch, you the snitch, I'll be back, and then leave, go, hoodie up, shirt up, whatever you do, grip up, come back, hit Nip, neutralize Nip, hit the other two, the possible threats, come back around, stand over Nip, and kill him. That doesn't make sense that somebody sent him. And I've never said Big U sent him. Luce Cannon has never said Big U sent him. I don't believe Big U sent him. If somebody would have sent Eric Holder on that mission,
Luce Coochie do that wasn't the video. But after having Luce Coochie go incriminate and implicate this man in the murder of Nipsey Hussle, or having something to send to Eric Holder without no evidence, he throws the rock and hides his hand like a real true coward. He don't come outside. He say he has the keys to Big U house. Well, why don't you stand up like a man and go talk to that man? You wrong that man. See, a soldier dies one death, a coward dies a million. And that's what we're dealing with here. Yael, what you got to say, bro?
Oh, you know I got a lot to say, but I'm going to sum it up and say it like this. The fact that people are allowing and you know, people that claim that they from the streets that got quote unquote good names amongst our people, but yet you sitting with this man and allowing his antics to keep going, you're no better than the snitches that snitch. You guys are equivalent. And the fact that you guys are not standing up and saying, hey, look, bro, you out here slandering a real dude name who ain't never did shit, who ain't never told on nobody, who stood on business. This is the product. This is the offspring that they trying to leave for the next generations to follow in. And these are bad representations. These are bad examples. These are bad habits to have if you trying to get up in a quote unquote music industry and become known or recognized for music or acting or whatever you're trying to do. Attaching yourself to slander somebody, attaching yourself to a 137 informant and slandering this man's name for fame and clout and ball juice is crazy. Real quick, I got a brother out of Watts. He brought some real dudes up to No Jumper. I want to say today, and they was sitting on the stage with CS2 back. I had to contact my brother and tell him, hey, homie, you know you sitting on stage with a 137. They was exposing the 03 Greedo paperwork. And Runch was like, you know what? Here go the paperwork right here. The nigga's a snitch. And my boy Twin was like, we don't deal with niggas on paperwork. I had to tell him in the comment and I had to call him like, hey, bro, you on stage with a nigga that's a 137. He like, who? I'm like, CS2 back. Now, whatever they do with that, that's what they do with that. But at least brother to brother, I had to let my brother know. And he like, how you know? I'm like, my brother Deuce M's did some real deep investigations along with Mark Stevens giving us the understanding with the paperwork and TD bringing it to the light. This is how we found out. And he was like, all right, I'm going to go do my investigation because he didn't even know about it. But now you know. You can't be doing business with individuals like this. Niggas be like, well, it ain't no gangster shit. Nigga, it don't matter. What if the business go bad and you got to whoop this nigga ass or whatever? What you think he going to do to you? But you can't be no real nigga out here talking about some, oh man, it's just business. It's business. Fuck your business. Nigga, the niggas is all bad. Put niggas in jail, putting cases on nigga. And the worst is slandering an innocent man that had nothing to do with a murder, man. And you niggas can't see that? Goes to show you niggas don't care about nothing. That's why I stand with the brothers that I stand with. And I stay saying free Freddie Sanders because he's in the same boat.
For sure, free Freddie Sanders. Let's get into this real quick. So they don't want it. We never brought up Domer name. And Domer name would have never came out from CS2 back if Black Sam didn't run with the false narrative to try to promote this upcoming book or documentary, right? CS2 back, the federal confidential source throw somebody else's name in the mix.
Damn.
Somebody else who Nipsey was supposed to be banging his girl, told his girl not to do nothing with him. I'm quite sure y'all remember the story. He said CS2 back, as he says, the boy called Nipsey out for a fade. Nipsey didn't want the fade for whatever. Eddie boy, we gonna run this content for y'all, but I'll give y'all the short version, right? Because we got the paperwork, right? Baby Eddie boy takes a fade, not the crackhead Eddie boy that came on here smutting out Big U name, right? But baby Eddie boy takes the fade for Nipsey Hussle, allegedly Boo Bop Domer. And within weeks, he was caught at a hotel sleeping in his car with a 16-year-old girl and unalive. He got life. There's a lot of stuff to go with that, right? We got the work, though. We'll be reading it to you in the upcoming weeks. he mentioned this man's name. That beef started somewhere. Let's get to this real quick. Since we cooking, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, it could have been more.
Hold
said
on.
Eric Holder was trying to get to.
Explain that. Hold on.
You said Eric Holder was trying to get to the point about something that happened in the past. He said someone snitched, but I caught it in the middle. How many times did Eric Holder ask Nipsey, "You snitched before?" You said Eric Holder asked 3 times. Yes, it could have been more. How many times did you hear Eric Holder say something to Nipsey about snitching? Many times, back to back. Have you ever snitched? Was said. Yes, he asked that multiple times, being Eric is asking Nipsey, had he ever snitched? You said
Listen to this again.
Said Eric Holder was trying to get to the point about something that happened in the past. He said someone snitched, but I caught it in the middle. How many times did Eric Holder ask Nipsey, "You snitched before?" You said Eric Holder asked 3 times. Yes, it could have been more. How many times did you hear Eric Holder say something to Nipsey about snitching? Many times, back to back. Have you ever snitched? Was said. Yes, he asked that multiple times, being Eric is asking Nipsey, had he ever snitched? You said Eric.
Now, it's a whole lot of politicking going on.
Hell yeah, it's a whole lot of politicking going on.
It's a whole lot of politicking going on. Black Sam, you want to talk about why you got CS2 back? Allegedly is what he's claiming. Mentioning Domer name. Do you want to open that can of worms? Is that your intent, to tear down the legacy of your brother? Why would you even mention this nigga Domer name and nobody mentioned his name on the thing? But here we got the girl that was with Shitty Cuz, that was driving Shitty Cuz, saying when she was trying to get a picture with Nipsey Hussle, she heard someone who was there. Oh, I don't believe her. Who you gonna believe then? You don't believe Cowboy. The only other person that was there besides this girl was Rampart. He ran. He never spoke on anything, right? So how you gonna tell this lady what went on or what she heard when she was right there in proximity trying to get a picture? She said that he asked Nipsey Hussle, so you didn't snitch? So you didn't tell? 3 or more times. Dude. Hey, Domer, I would love to interview you. Anybody in the pen with Domer, tell him to tap in the Damu Kiwe conversation. I want to see if Black Sam really love his brother.
Deuce, I gotta say this, bro. It's very sad that, you know, Black Sam, CS2 back, Luce Coochie, and all the Coochiettes is running around here willing to basically kill an innocent man's name off for slander. But you got your brother out here, right, with a top tier legacy. But you know, in the community, the real niggas that stand on business and that stand for what's right, we don't condone snitching. I don't give a fuck who you is. And if this comes back as the truth, your legacy is over with. Fuck you and your legacy. And Shitty stood on business. You don't call another man a snitch and don't handle your business. Whether you squabble up or whatever, you cut the nigga off, however you do it. But you don't go around here calling no man a snitch thinking that shit is cool. And if you caught that man a snitch,
I think you might be wrong. What they're saying is Shitty is calling Nipsey a snitch.
That's what I'm saying.
Did he snitch 3 times?
But
or more.
The altercation was Nipsey saying you can't come around here because you are bad. That was being said, correct?
It was alluded to that was also said.
Right. So what I'm saying is this. It don't matter what your legacy is, nigga. If niggas find out that you did tell and Shitty was pressing you because you done made a statement, nigga, your legacy is done. No more of that, nigga. Because nigga, if it was you, Do Sims, if it was you, Diamond, if it was you, Big U, Yael, niggas will crucify us and hang us out to dry like a Christmas ornament, nigga. We'll be crucified in our generations for snitching and making statements and putting people in jail. You made a statement and put somebody in jail and snitch and put somebody in jail, nigga, it's over with. So it's okay if I got a legacy and got money. Nigga, no, nigga. So yeah, Domer, tap in ASAP, please. We need to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, we got to. Hey, we cooking tonight. Let's get into this clip real quick, man, because this shit kind of leads me to start looking at things a little bit different, man. You know, Black Sam spoke up, pushing the same narrative as these dudes who we already know is working for a federal confidential source. I mean, I did see him, a felon, get caught with a burner on joint suspension and all of that. And he get out before Big U and them did. I'm just saying, Big U was listed down as a victim. Let's go.
He stole computer parts. And then he bring it in the bedroom. We share the bedroom. I'm like, bro, get this shit up out of here, man. I'm clean. I wanted my shit clean.
Right.
I'm like, get this junk out of here. I'm building the computer. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. You building the computer. So he built it, and that motherfucker was working, and then he stole a CD burner. He got one, and he put it in, and he showed me, and he came back, I think, one day from high school with like $300. And so this is the time I'm flipping burgers still. I'm making like 60, 70 a day.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, I made 300 today, man. And I'm
off of
CDs. Yeah. You know, all the news, he was telling me, I go to Napster, I get it before it comes out. I got a list. And he showed me these lists. He like, I got another 300-400 orders that I'm burning today to get to school. So I was just, now I'm like, all right, show me. And so now he showed me everything. And you know,
that wasn't junk anymore, huh?
Not junk. And you know, at this point, he was still kind of shorter than me. So I'm like, all right, this mine. I took over there. So he was mad, we arguing.
Nipsey Hussle built it, came up with it. He didn't believe in it. And then he said he tried to take it. He's still bigger than him. He tried to bully his brother. Shit just dying on me. I never want to take from my family, my loved ones. We can go take from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Got some more shit for y'all today, man. See if this shit want to play. Damu Kiwe conversation. Let's get into this. Because these is integral points. Niggas calling niggas snitch. Niggas get killed behind that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get caught up in the hood politics. Niggas get killed for that type of stuff. Let me make sure I'm on the right one. Okay, boom. So we can close this one. I think I don't want to close the wrong one. Hold on. Oh, yeah, this is it. Got it. Let's go. Hit that like button.
In our neighborhood, which I never wanted him to be a part of. Right. You know, honestly, you know, anybody, and I say this, anybody that grow up and understand, you don't want your little bro being a part of, you know, some shit that you know is destructive. My goal was always, we got to get this bread and we got to get the money and we got to, you know, we need to make sure that we own. So, you know, seeing Hustle and me not being able to do anything about it either. Right. You know, it's like, man, you know, only thing I could do at a point, it came to a point where Hustle was so deep in and so involved and so much going on around him in the neighborhood with the politics in the neighborhood. It's like, all right, now, you know, I gotta be there with bro, and I gotta be, and people need to understand, like, yeah, this is his bro, and his bro is here, and you know, if nobody else is tripping, I'm tripping. Mm-hmm. And Nip had a certain unit, and that was our unit. Nip, in our
Let's hear that
neighborhood,
again.
which I never wanted him to be a part of.
Right.
You know, honestly.
Let's break that part down.
You know, anybody, and I say this, anybody that grow up and understand, you don't want your little bro.
So Sam didn't want Nip to be a part of the neighborhood. Sam knew he could not control Nip if he was a part of it, because he's not a part of those politics. He doesn't have a voice in those politics. But at some point, Nip was so heavy into politics that he felt he had to show he was there for his brother. Hey, don't bring him up on my stage. In fact, kick him up out of here. He doesn't think on the same lines as Nipsey Hussle when it comes to the politicking. Remember, he just wants the money. His focus always been the money. So when Nipsey Hussle, who's a part of a community, an organization, and his peoples ain't necessarily gonna be the same peoples as Black Sam. In the same interview, Black Sam said, "We fought all the time." You want to know why? Because Nipsey is still half in, half out, and he's all the way out. The same person who wanted to control and take the computer, right? The computer and the dream about Nipsey that he didn't believe in, soon as he seen it work, he wanted to take it for his own, control that. Is seeing that he can't control his little brother. He can't have a say in what's going on with his little brother because his brother done jumped off the porch.
Can you hear me, Deuce?
Yeah.
Bro, being a part of, you know, some shit that you know is destructive. My goal was always, we got to get this bread and we got to get the money and we got to, you know, we need to make sure that we own. So, you know, seeing Hustle and me not being able to do anything about it either. Right. You know, it's like, man, you know, only thing I could do at a point, it came to a point where Hustle was so deep in and so involved and so much going on around him in the neighborhood with the politics in the neighborhood. It's like, all right, now, you know, I gotta be there with bro, and I gotta be, and people need to understand, like, yeah, this is his bro, and his bro is here, and you know, if nobody else is tripping, I'm tripping.
If nobody else is tripping, they need to know we got our own squad, and if nobody else is tripping, his brother's right here, and we gonna show niggas I'm tripping. Is that right? So you standing on that. What did he say? They gonna come humbly and bow their head, or they gonna get packed out like we done did 100. What did he say? Like we done did 1,000,000 times. He got a chip on his shoulder because he don't like the 60s. He don't like gang members. Y'all don't see where those politics can come in the play. You know, you really want to talk about motherfuckers that you beat up and jumped on and threw in trunks? Because you got to show niggas? Because you got no stripes. You're not part of no organization. What about the boy Shitty Cuz? You ever had a physical altercation with him? What about Facts? Y'all rider. Did you have any issues or physical altercations with him? And was it one-on-one? Or did somebody else jump in with you on that? See, you don't tell no lies on us. We won't tell no truths about you. I want y'all to speak on that, y'all. Diamond, anything y'all want to add on that?
On what part, Deuce?
Honestly, about them telling no lies on us. We'll tell no lies on it. We'll tell no truths about them.
Well, Diamond, you want to go first or you want me to go?
You can go ahead first.
I'll say this, like you said, don't tell no lies on me and I won't tell no truths on you. The fact that this brother was willing to boldly get on the internet and run with the narratives to slander and try to destroy this man's name, thinking that he had no defense, is crazy. On top of that, your brother's legacy is at hand. Nipsey Hussle legacy is at hand. Because if it comes back that the man did make that statement and help put Domer and whoever else in jail, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Anybody associated, anybody that's okay with this type of activity, you a degenerate and you a disgrace to the community. Should nobody be listening to you? Should nobody follow your footsteps? Should nobody even voice anything of any kind of quotes from you? They need to go ahead and trash it, because from men like ourselves, if it was us, we would be crucified for the things that we do. And it's even biblically said, your name is worth more than silver and gold. And when your name is attached to smut and slander and lies, how can you look at your reflection in the mirror and say you are a man of any substance? You are a man that has moral compass and standards. You cannot say that. So the understanding for me now is this. We live in a generation to where clout is a hell of a drug. We live in a generation to where your name really don't mean shit. But we still hold on to these morals and these standards. We hold on to it because we know it matters. And the fact is this. If you're going to defend your brother, defend them in righteousness and not with lies. Defend them in honor. Defend those who can't have a voice right now that's incarcerated. Defend those who are dead. Because at the end of the day, your name matters. And if you don't care nothing about your name, then shit, you wouldn't care nothing about me either. And I'm going to land on that, Deuce.
Diamond?
Yeah. For me, it starts with, first and foremost, I have a profound respect for the dead, because they're not able to stand and fight and defend themselves at this point in time. So my first question that I ask of anyone involved is why? Why start this conversation? Why bring this bullshit up? Why make these subtle implications of even without saying a man's name, making implications or pointing towards bullshit that you know would generate talk about that man's name for whatever differences you may have with that man.
Right.
It don't make sense. It don't make sense. And now you open up Pandora's box, because you got this fake and a fraud and part-time fraud that soon as the door opens, what does he do? He jumps out there on every platform he can, do a million interviews, and what did he bring up? He brings up something that nobody else had even spoke on, which was Domer. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody wants to know what's going on with Domer. So then you got individuals like Mika and all these other people that are within the city. Within the city that they hear things, they know things have been said, you know what I'm saying, that things have been kept hush and quiet. But then you start bringing up the bullshit, and all it does is resurrect and bring up more bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Unnecessary bullshit. And all it's going to do at the end of the day is going to be smudge a whole lot of people that had no besmudgment before. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's
and you gotta and in order to understand the situation, everybody take a step back and really look at this dude CS2 back. Before the 2000s, nobody ever heard of this dude. This dude had no history. This dude, he talked about he walked 9 yards in 5 years. Any man that touched fucking 9 yards in 5 years and never went over a level 2, level 3, man, you was a victim. And I stand by that. He was a
that's
victim.
a fact. It takes a minute for you to even get the paperwork to be transferred.
Man, you only go to an annual once a year. You go to an annual once a year, bro. So at the most, you're going to touch 4 prisons in a 5-year time. That's if you get transferred on every annual and don't just continue program. You know what I'm saying? So you went to 9 yards in 5 years. Homeboy, you done got maxed out a few times because you ain't never you ain't say nothing about no shoe. You ain't said nothing about no level 4. You ain't went to no higher level yard. So that right there, for people that know, that signs of victimization, homeboy.
That's a fact.
And if you was riding in the penitentiary, your name would have been ringing.
And your points would have continued to go up every incident.
You fucking right. Your name would ring though. So when a nigga say your name, a nigga don't even gotta know you. He gonna know of you. When you hit a yard, soon as motherfuckers know who it is, they already know your history. You can lie to the masses, but you can't lie to real motherfuckers, homeboy. You have been a victim. You got out the penitentiary and you held on to the what the dude named Pooh Rider. You held on to that nigga's nuts and he took you around some famous people and stuff, and you thought that if you could emulate and pretend to be like Pooh Rider, you got embraced. So you did the carbon copy thing. You carbon copied Pooh Rider. And you got in. You got your foot in the door. And then you got a lucky punch on what's the Stitches, nigga? And that's where your name started. That's where you got your ring from. But homeboy, you can't fool a real motherfucker. Real motherfucker, no. Real motherfucker, no. You ain't nobody. And that's why you overcompensate on everything you do. Everything that man does, he overcompensates. And he's so scared of losing that position. Anytime something come up, hell yeah, he gonna talk to the police. He gonna go to the 64th floor. He sit up on every platform and said the reason that the police raided his house was because he was living beyond his means. Homeboy, you wasn't on no kind of paperwork when they raided your house. The only time they get you for the only person that can get you for living above your means is a parole officer. There is no charge that any law enforcement department is going to say, oh, he's living above his means. Let's go raid his house and see what's going on. You motherfucking lie. But you're selling this to the masses. You're going to get your shit picked apart so bad, you're going down. You're going to fall. You're going to fall. And the fall going to be so hard and so drastic, it's ridiculous. Because your whole life is a farce, homeboy. Your whole life is a farce. And just like Alex Alonso picked that bullshit apart, all these stories that you feed everybody, all this bullshit is coming to light. Just like the judge show, this dude ain't no millionaire. This nigga ain't even got $100,000 in his account. And the judge is lying. The judge seen the whole months and months and months of your finances. And what did she say? Every time 50,000 come in, it goes right out. So all you doing is tipping.
Real quick, Selena says, call me dumb, but I have no idea what a 137 is. The only dumb question is the question you don't ask. A 137 is a confidential source. It's 2 kinds. One that will testify and on behalf of the prosecution, and a confidential source 137 is the type of informant that will give information anonymous, like, yeah, they got guns over here. Yeah, they're selling dope over here. I just went over there and smoked some weed with them. They got an AK in there, and give that type of information where a federal judge can't even know the identity of a 137. They're bound to protect the identity of a 137 because they didn't gave reliable information previously. I want to get back to this, what you call it, because we're going to get to Mika. Let's go.
I know Hustle. You know, ain't nobody gonna say nothing crazy to Hustle because they know what come with it. No matter what age you are, niggas ain't saying nothing crazy to Hustle. Wherever you find him at, but on Crenshaw and Slauson, definitely you're not saying nothing crazy. You're gonna come, you're gonna tuck your tail and be humble, and if not, you're getting beat up on the spot. And we done did it a million times. Hustle done did it a million times. So the fact that he left, you know, I know Hustle. You know, ain't nobody gonna say nothing crazy to Hustle because they know what come with it. No matter what age you are, niggas ain't saying nothing crazy to Hustle. Wherever you find him at, but on Crenshaw and Slauson, definitely you're not saying nothing crazy. You're gonna come, you're gonna tuck your tail and be humble, and if not, you're getting beat up on the spot. And we done did it a million times. Hustle done did it a million times.
We done did it a million times. Hustle done did it a million times. We packing niggas out. Chip on his shoulder. But that's the guy that y'all say, oh, you can't go at him. But why, if you done been packing niggas out and stomping niggas out because your brother is caught up in all of these politics, street politics, I mean, why would you believe somebody else sent, especially if you had a fight with him? Let me get into this real quick since we brought up Mika, and then I'm going to start closing out with the last content. Let's go to this real quick.
That goes way back
Hold
before
on.
this.
Let's back this up a little bit.
Don't come from me, and that's y'all right there. So she made a video, right, and she made an accusation that the reason why Eric Holder pulled up and called Nipsey Hussle snitch was because Jay Stone had told on another Roller 60 that had got caught up in a armed robbery or something like that. Now, this is a hellified accusation, and for you think for this to be undercover for so many years and not get brought to earth till now, and get brought to earth by her out of all people, I don't know how much validation to give it, right? But it does line up with the issues that Wack had with Jay Stone when his baby mama was tripping about the diapers. I don't know if y'all remember that situation with Jay Stone and his baby mom and Wack, right? I guess Wack gave his baby mom some diapers. He started tripping, and Wack killed the whole situation by saying, "Don't make me release that paperwork or let them know about you snitching or some shit," right? So that goes way back before this Black Sam issue right there. And I hate to put that on Jay Stone, so I don't really want to breathe too heavy on it. But the internet's talking. This is what the scenario is going into. Let's peep that video real quick.
Mika literally told y'all what the different strokes LA was going through when Nip died. Second, we've never seen any snitch paperwork on Shitty, ever. That has not come to light yet.
Oh, so you got Black Sam who could go on an interview with Big Boy and allege that everybody knew. Who's everybody? Everybody knew that Shitty was a rat. He was no good. He couldn't come around. Yeah, I knew him. Now remember, he didn't know him. He didn't know him at the beginning of the he at the beginning they were denying that they knew him. Then he get to say, oh yeah, in this interview, you know, as a kid, we grew up with a lot of people. Yeah, we done seen them a couple times when we was younger. Never mentioned that he had a fight or no shit like that, right? But this is the team. The marathon continues, right? Let's get into this real quick. Why ain't nobody asked him, well, where the paperwork? How many years it's been? You making them allegations? Does it mean that Black Sam don't got to show paperwork, or that doesn't apply to him when he's making these accusations? I mean, maybe he exempt. I mean, that's how the conspiracy theorists was getting at us. Oh, he's hands off. He's mourning. Let's get back to it.
So no. Also, next, Shitty approached Nip about snitching. Shitty went to that parking lot to approach Nip about snitching. He was being allegedly snitched on. Last thing is, Shitty had a co-defendant named Westwood, and I want y'all to keep saying Westwood because that's fucked up. That nobody's saying this man's name, and he's a reputable dude from where he stand.
Now shit is starting to get real tricky. Now shit is getting real tricky. What you thought it was has already been debunked. But for some reason, I think Black Sam trying to open up a worm. I don't know, maybe I don't know what his alliances or intentions is. But she said, remember that name, Westwood, a reputable. Let's go.
Up dude from where he from. Westwood, a reputable dude, friends with Shitty, friends with J Stone. They were all three co-defendants. Did a crime, went to jail on the crime. J Stone and Westwood bailed out. Shitty stayed in jail. He couldn't bail out. After Westwood bought the lawyer informed Westwood that one of his co-defendants was telling on him. Allegedly, Westwood told some people that it was allegedly J Stone. When Westwood went and approached the 6 Souls about it, I don't know what happened after that, but he lost his life a week later. It was said to be a suicide. And after that, the case was dismissed. He got out of jail.
Suicide where he shot himself in the back of the head.
Let's go. I hear you, Diamond. But first, I want to hear about them saying that, the snitching allegations and the ones where niggas supposed to told Shitty never got out of jail. No paperwork ever been shown that Shitty cooperated with the police till today.
Deuce, we got two super chats in here, man.
That could wait, because Diamond finna cook on this. Go ahead, Diamond.
First and foremost, how a man commits suicide shooting himself in the back of the head.
Twice.
2 times. That means he shot and shot again. Shit just seemed funny. But it's 3 names involved here. Shitty, J Stone, Westwood. J Stone in jail right now. Shitty in jail right now. Westwood dead. J Stone ran with who?
With Nip and All Money In.
So if Shitty is gonna question about J Stone, about telling, about all the bullshit that was in the wind at the time, who does he bring it up to?
All Money In.
When he pulled in, now Alex Alonso did a hell of a thing. He put 5 different camera angles together, and it's on his street TV platform. And I watched it from beginning, from the time Nipsey pulled into that parking lot till the time that Shitty went and got in that car on 58th Place. The only person that was with Nip the entire time and never took a break was Grandpa. He was there for the entire situation. Cowboy left. Cousin Carrie had came later. The only person that was there from the beginning was Grandpa. So the only way we gonna know the truth is Grandpa breaking. Then, on top of that, when Shitty first pulled in that parking lot, and he in that car rolled by the group, which was Cowboy, Nipsey, and Grandpa, they all pointed, acknowledged him, and Grandpa went to the car. And that's when I thought he was getting a blower from under the seat, because he went in the driver's side and he reached under the seat. Looked like he was reaching under the seat doing something. And then he came back over there, and that's when Shitty came from the Master Burger and came over, and the conversation began.
Nasty work. Yeah, I am.
Everybody keep on playing games, and it's going to end up bringing the truth of what really happened that day out, and it's not going to be to everybody's liking the way that they think it's going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, they done already opened that can of worms, and you see Mika is already on her investigation, getting with her sources and getting the rundown. Just think about this. CS2 back said, and Luce Cannon said, and Rico the Rat Rodzay said that the 60s were under an indictment, that it was finna drop. How long that's been? About a year, 2 years? Right? That a Rico supposed 50-man Rico on the rolling 60s. Now, once, and niggas always get a 6-0's bad publicity because they business be on the internet, but that be some personal specs. This is business that should have never been brought to the internet. The nigga talking about Domer should have been brought to the internet. He's a confidential source, though, what you expect. Then this came out, and now allegations that Jay Stone told. He said he was going to expose Jay Stone because they got into it about some Pampers. And now here come this investigation. Now we talk about Westwood being unalive, allegedly from a suicide. Member,
hey, one thing real quick, Deuce. Hey, can one of the mods please get rid of that dude, K-Dub, please? We appreciate comments of all sorts and all nations, but when you over here trying to push bullshit narratives and being disrespectful to the chat, it's time for you to go. So somebody that's one of the mods that got a wrench, go ahead and get rid of that dude. Let's get that out the way.
Hey, yeah, go ahead and subscribe to the Suwoop too, my nigga. But yeah, and now a lot of investigation is going on by internet podcasters. The police is on the internet. But remember, who first threw these rocks, laying the foundation, to point a finger at Big U? You know what I'm saying? What is it called? To stimulate conversation. Like, that's what the feds do. That's what the police do. They'll get an informant in the cell with you, just like they did on the case with Domer. Put a CI in the cell with him to stimulate conversation. This is what CS2 back did. And people then bit. And people then kept bringing up things, and now things are starting to come and show, oh, it's not Big U. These niggas had other issues. Political issues, in the words of Black Sam. And Nipsey was at the forefront of it. but he trying to point the finger at Big U. Let's get into this Mika shit. Hit that like
about
button. We got
him allegedly being snitched on by J Stone. Nip didn't like what was being said, told him get up out the parking lot. Shitty leaves, comes, and it's my understanding that when Shitty left, he was like, you know what? I don't want to end up like Westwood. He came back and said he about to get Nip out the way first, and that's what's what. And mind you, these are words that's coming from Shitty, and so this is not my words. This is what happened coming from over there. So now RIP to Nip, the legend, you know what I'm saying? Supposedly Big U is privy to this narrative. He's privy to this narrative, like he heard it before. We might have a part 2 of this, y'all. Stay tuned.
Now,
apparently, Big U is privy to this information that she got, but obviously, Big U didn't believe it was in his interest or in the best interest of Nipsey Hussle or anybody to deal with his family to even bring it out, because we would have been able to bring it out. But here you got Mika obviously talking to someone who's telling her that Big U was privy to this information because they didn't talk to Big U. You know what I'm saying? But Big U's the big bad wolf. But listen to what she said. Replay that because I think y'all missed what she said. This is Shitty side. One more time, man.
For me, this is people in LA's backyard. So y'all be coming from me, out of town or not affiliate, but y'all got your own backyard to worry about, because people in your own backyard are coming to the internet and putting all this on here. So here I am again, just reacting to it and giving my 2 cents. So don't come for me. You know what I mean? Don't come for me. This is a pastime, free time, and it's something in my mind that occupies a little bit of my mind that I like to get some clarity with a mass consensus, and that's y'all right there. So she made a video, right? And she made an accusation that the reason why Eric Holder pulled up and called Nipsey Hussle snitch was because Jay Stone had told on another Rolling 60 that had got caught up in a armed robbery or something like that. Now,
so Jay Stone allegedly supposed to told on a robbery. Who was on the robbery? Westwood and Shitty. Now they said he on paperwork, but he out on the streets. What you think he telling his homies about the case? These niggas talk about it, right? Hey man, what happened? Oh man, yeah, that nigga Shitty. That cuz snitched on me. You know what I'm saying? This and that. Well, damn, he didn't get a bail. He's still in jail. He told him, yeah. Obviously, they got that for somewhere for Sam to come to the Big Boy show and say everybody knew he was no good. Everybody knew he was snitching. Where's the paperwork, Black Sam? Since you politicking, where's the work? So you're assuming that this man is a snitch.
But you got to remember this. Remember this too.
One second, Diamond. 1 second. So you assuming that this man done told because you heard that for somebody else and haven't produced no paperwork. So amongst y'all circle, you guys then assume that this was the dude telling. And now we have different where somebody else is saying that maybe the dude that was telling y'all that about Shitty might be on paperwork. This is some nasty motherfucking work. Go ahead, Diamond.
The one thing that we can't forget is all them investigators investigated this nigga Shitty, and even through the trial, it never came up that he ever did any telling. If he had told on any type of situation, wouldn't that have been part of the trial? Wouldn't that have been exposed to say he told on this, and this is why he was being accused of being a snitch? It's not making sense, bro.
Yeah. Oh, it's starting to make sense. Well, all these names coming out. Let's finish this.
This is a hellified accusation, and for you think for this to be undercover for so many years and not get brought to earth till
not brought to the internet. Obviously, I ain't heard nobody from 6-0 speak up on none of these names. Not online. Y'all talk about they always got their business online. He's saying these are outrageous statements. Nobody heard it, but you the same one that said that Eric Holder was a rat, that Shitty Cuz was a rat. You can spread that without any proof, but as soon as it comes back to all money in, your bias ass talk about these as outrageous accusations. I mean, where's the selective politicking gonna stop?
now and get brought to earth by her out of all people. I don't know how much, validation to give it, right? But it does line up with the issues that Wack had with Jay Stone when his baby mama was tripping about the diaper. I don't know if y'all remember that situation with Jay Stone and his baby mom and Wack, right? I guess Wack gave his baby mom some diapers. He started tripping, and Wack killed the whole situation by saying, "Don't make me release that paperwork or let them know about you snitching or some shit," right? So that goes way back before this Black Sam issue right there. And I hate to put that on Jay Stone, so I don't really want to breathe too heavy on it. But the internet's talking. This is what the scenario is going into. Let's peep that video real quick.
Mika literally told y'all what the different strokes LA was going through when Nip died. Second, we've never seen any snitch paperwork on Shitty ever. That has not come to light yet. So no. Also, next, Shitty approached Nip about snitching. Shitty went to that parking lot to approach Nip about snitching. He was being allegedly snitched on. Last thing is, Shitty had a co-defendant named Westwood. And I want y'all to keep saying Westwood because that's fucked up that nobody's saying this man's name, and he's a reputable dude from where he, stand-up dude from where he's from. Westwood, a reputable dude, friends with Shitty, friends with Jay Stone. They were all three co-defendants, did a crime, went to jail on the crime. Jay Stone and Westwood bailed out. Shitty stayed in jail. He couldn't bail out. After Westwood bought the lawyer informed Westwood that one of his co-defendants was telling on him. Allegedly, Westwood told some people that it was allegedly Jay Stone. When Westwood went and approached the 6-0s about it, I don't know what happened after that, but he lost his life a week later. It was said to be a suicide. And after that, the case was dismissed. Shitty got out of jail. He went on Slauson. He approached Nip about it, about him allegedly being snitched on by Jay Stone. Nip didn't like what was being said, told him get up out the parking lot. Shitty leaves, comes. And it's my understanding that when Shitty left, he was like, you know what? I don't want to end up like Westwood. He came back and said he about to get Nip out the way first. And that's what's always what. And mind you, these are words that's coming from Shitty. And so this is not my words. This is what happened coming from over there.
Did you hear who she said she been talking to?
And after that,
pay attention.
The case was dismissed. Shitty got out of jail. He went on Slauson. He approached Nip about it, about him allegedly being snitched on by Jay Stone. Nip didn't like what was being said, told him get up out the parking lot. Shitty leaves, comes. And it's my understanding that when Shitty left, he was like, you know what? I don't want to end up like Westwood. He came back and said he about to get Nip out the way first. And that's what's what. And mind you, these are words that's coming from Shitty. And so this is not my words. These are
words that's coming from Shitty. These are words that's coming from Shitty. Y'all wanted to talk about what it was about. Y'all wanted to implicate and bring the world's attention to go viral. Open up that can of worms, right? Attaching it to some, well, DJ Khaled tension and this and this and this and that. We got something for that too. Now it seems and appears to me, I don't know for sure, she's talking to either Shitty or his family. I don't know if he had family members, or I think in the paperwork it says something about an uncle, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe he got a girlfriend or something, who knows? But she said this is coming from Shitty, his side. Oh yeah. It sounds like the truth is starting to come out. Tony Brown, salute. I'm disappointed that this is not going viral. People supporting the wrong shit. Yeah, because they fanboys. We got one more video with I'll do the CS2 back paperwork again tomorrow. We finna run that whole shit back up since that bust ass nigga think we forgot he threw the rock, and just because he waving white flags, nigga, we don't know he hiding his hand. Nah, bitch, nigga. We finna flame your bitch ass up tomorrow. But I want to get into this video with Cowboy, and then we gonna go off, right? Because it pertains to what Marathon Kev was banking his whole conspiracy, and a lot of conspiracy theorists was banking it on, that they believe Luce Cannon, the liability himself, was the one who pressed DJ Khaled and John Legend at the video shoot. Let me see where that thing got. I thought it was right here, but they had took my thing. Yael, you with us?
Damu Kiwe conversations.
Hey, let's shout out the sponsors and all that, so you don't got to afterwards while I find this video. Cause we definitely finna get into this one about the boy.
Man, listen, I know right now y'all in disbelief to some of this hot content that y'all receiving right now. This is like top shelf at its best. Listen, top shelf content, top shelf weed, man. Make sure if you smoking, roll up to United Colored Wraps. That is United Colored Wraps. We got all flavors: cherry, berry, grape, banana, natural, apple. If I name it, flame it up with United Color Wraps. Salute to them for the sponsorship, and salute to Big U. We got the new unique app coming, and it's out right now. Download the UNEEK music app, where you're going to be able to distribute your music for free. Politic with Do Sims Diamond, the Damu Kiwe Conversations, and myself, and the whole team that's on Clubhouse. Salute to them. Salute to the Blue Wrench Mob that's always on the job, because we in the chats, that's where it's at. Everybody on Clubhouse and the Goose, salute to you also, man. Tuning in one of the hottest lives on YouTube and one of the dopest rooms on Clubhouse. This is Damu Kiwe Conversations.
Can you speak up on that for me real quick, what we was talking about?
You talking about as far as the Mika situation?
Yeah.
Listen, bro. I guess it's official, Mika, you from 6-0. Neighborhood. Nah, but for real, man, this is some nasty work, man. And again, like I said earlier, Shitty came into that parking lot not to just hurt this man, but he was standing on business as far as questioning him about this man being in paperwork, while allegations was about Shitty being on paperwork. And if Shitty was on paperwork, that should have been brought to the forefront, because that's how the politics go. You don't call nobody no snitch if you ain't got the black and white for it. And that's the thing, man, bro. This shit is deep, man, because the Domer dude, man, ain't nobody heard of this dude till CS2 back had to open his mouth and say that man's name on this platform. Then you align yourself with the deceased brother and then try to drag an innocent man at that, name through the mud to promote a movie and to promote whatever it is that you're trying to promote. That's just clown shit, man. Super duper clown shit, bro. And if this comes back to be true, man, shit is trash. It's over with.
That's a fact. Diamond?
Yeah. You know, it ain't nowadays with the technology being what it is, and the fact that in the prisons everybody got a tablet now, everybody got a email now, so it's not hard to reach out, and I don't even doubt that Mika probably reached out to Eric Holder. You know, all you need is the CDC number and reach out, you know, send them an email. So it's a good chance that shit, he might have, you know what I'm saying, been in contact with her, and like she said, these are his words, you know?
Yeah. Well, we gonna get into words of Cowboy, somebody else. Was you finna say something, y'all?
Nah, dudes, go ahead and do your thing, bro. I'm really excited to get down to the nitty gritty of this paperwork, bro. And my mind is really going because I just gotta say it like this, bro. If it was me, you, or Diamond, bro, we would have been crucified already, bro. So the same rules apply. ETE is exposing the exposures. We don't. Hey, listen, bro. We not selective. We ain't fake bicking it. We ain't fake kicking it. I don't give a fuck who it is, a legend or not. We ain't selective politicking, homie. If you foul, you getting exposed, and it's a wrap, bro. That's just what it is, bro. Every hood is going through this right now. Sad to say, this is one of the situations. This is how holding court in the streets supposed to go. You know what I'm saying?
Kiwe conversations.
And I'm proud and I'm happy to stand on the side of what's right and standing for real men. Like, we ain't finna have nobody lie and keep slandering Big U because of what? What is it, bro? You hating that bad because he fell back because you was a rat? That's just, bro, you lucky he did that. Nigga cut you off. Like a man, he cut you off, bro.
Right. Let's see. I think this is it. Hold on.
Reality show. Yeah, see, you know, LOL. A reality show on Urban Flix TV app. It costs $7.99 to subscribe. No one watches that baddie and the beast bullshit. Man, give me a shot. That's what I say, man. People be on the same time we be on. But what do you thought? Did you hear about that though? The little show, I guess, and everything. You know, I'm like, how's so? It's still, even though we know how the internet work now, you know, and all of that, it's still confused.
I gotta bear with me, man. Hit that like.
Put in a position to go out there and make some money.
Let me see.
Niggas is done.
Hey, did I send that to you, Diamond? What they say? I sent where Danny exposed back for selling dreams. I'm not going into that. We really at the end of our we really at the end of the show. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna promise y'all this because I don't want to bore y'all out. We've been on already a couple hours, so we gonna do it. I'm gonna share that as a reel, right? Maybe I think we might have just got it. Hold on. We might have just got it.
Holding off your furniture purchase? Wait longer.
Yeah, that might be it. Boom. Let me send this over here and we finna run it. Oh, they just kicked Diamond out. Oh, no, you got two of them, Diamond.
I just sent it to you.
I got it. Good looking.
All right.
As soon as you get there, so we're going to stop screening. All right. Let's go back on Clubhouse. All right. Bam. So We could go on boom. All right. We're going to take this all the way back. Boom. All right, here we go. This is the basis of the conspiracy theory.
Go over it right
now. It's short. I told you it was
Watch
short.
this clip. Let's go back to what Black Sam says. Black Sam says that he went to dinner with Nip that night, and they were discussing the politics about the motherfuckers tripping about the shit, right? So it kind of discredits to what Cowboy says, but
how that discredit what
I don't know who the Migos was. Let me ask you this, Kyle. Is it any truth to it was some issues with Khaled being in the hood?
No, it was I'm at the shop working. We get the call, the homies is pressing. It's like, you come on, go over there right now and pull out a camera and see if the homies pull up.
I'm pretty sure.
Exactly. So they pulled up and the homies pulled up. Then they making calls, but you know they up in the hood. They get Big U to call. Big U say, hey, pass the phone to Khaled. Pass the phone to Khaled. Khaled, hey, let me get your new number. The old number you got on me ain't the right number. They exchange numbers. But we get the call like, hey, Big, you over there pressing. So we smash over there, get over there. Everything was smooth, though. I got in the damn video. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the time, we thought it was animosity. But like I said, at the time, we got the call. So Black may still be under that. But you got to realize.
It could have been Big U just trying to make his own connect, right?
No, Big U was just, Big U already been plugged. Big U introduced Khaled to the Nip. So he was refreshing a new number.
Damn.
As
Okay.
You just like what you had to do. You called D to get my number.
Yeah, facts. Shout out to my nigga D Love.
I'm saying, but look.
Yeah, I get what you said.
You know what I mean? But we get the call, all the homies over there pressing, which they gonna press. You know what I mean? But they dealing with Nip, about the cavalry on the way. But when we get there, it wasn't no action, wasn't no drama. Khaled was never in no problem. Look at the picture. I got pictures on my phone right now. So you stand, me and the goons are standing right behind Khaled, chilling. You feel me?
No
so
doubt.
you see Nipsey, DJ Khaled, me, then 3 goons.
So I don't know.
So you know if Nipsey there and Khaled there and I'm there.
Yeah.
And these 3 other niggas that's right here in the picture.
Yeah, nobody knows.
So who the fuck? And Sam ain't in the picture. But we know he was there. It wasn't no nigga, wasn't nothing going on. You know what I mean?
So
But
it's
like
a story told by
we was on our way over there because we thought, just to be clear, we got the phone call. We seen Black on his way over there. Like, man, they over there tripping. So me and the homie jumped in. We followed Black right over there.
So you know who say they was there and handed Khaled the phone?
No.
The guy Luce Cannon.
No.
That's what he said though. That's the narrative.
He
pulled up.
Not that no. That I know. I've never seen Luce Cannon in the hood ever in my life. You know what I mean? I already know, dude. I never seen him in there in my life. Like I said, Big U may know him or they may have some history, but I've never seen him nowhere not on my watch.
He claimed he the guy that gave Khaled the phone.
Well, either way it goes, then if he gave him the phone, then what'd he say? Well, I'm gonna tell you the conversation. That Big U said he had with him. He asked him for the phone. He asked him for a phone number, and that was that.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's how he said.
I'm saying that's what Big U saying. Big U said all I did was updated the phone. Hey, the old number I got on you ain't working, bro. Can I get your new number? And they exchanged number, and that was that.
Yeah. He's saying that.
And fuck what he's saying.
Same thing.
I'm just saying.
The same thing you saying, but he's saying that that's not why he was sent.
He may have been sent to go press.
Yeah,
he may have been sent to go press.
And
but then when
he felt like a bitch because
but
Big U switched it up.
Well, no. Yeah, he's supposed to switch it up because Khaled down there with Nip, nigga. Yeah, he switched it up. Yeah, nigga.
Right.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, bro. He here. Well, yeah, nigga, switch that shit up, nigga.
He with the fam. What's the problem?
Break it down, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah,
You shouldn't have a problem, but you shouldn't feel like no bitch unless you's a bitch. I never felt like a bitch ever unless I'm a bitch. You feel me? Before I feel like a bitch, I'm a sucker nigga. Fuck you mean I feel like a bitch? Nigga, I'm gonna take off, nigga, before I feel like a bitch. Before you feel like a bitch, you should have took off on some shit. You should start sucking some shit up, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Before I leave feeling like a bitch, how I'ma leave feeling? They don't even sound right. How the fuck I'ma leave feeling like a bitch? Where did that make sense at? I left feeling like a bitch. Nigga, what? You's a bitch. Nigga, stop.
Real quick. So Money Grip said, fuck shitty cuz he took the life of baby Thundercat, aka Nip. Now, what if Nip, let me give you some hypotheticals, and I want to see your question before we end this. It's been 3 hours on the dot. But this is a good point. Everybody takes that's a popular consensus. Because people assumed that he was a rat when niggas ran that whole narrative, but we ain't got no paperwork on shitty cuz. So let us put that on you and say Money Grip is a rat. You didn't rat on nobody, right? Imagine hypothetically this is what is a possibility with the facts that we gather. You didn't rat on nobody. I got the bag. Diamond got the bag. Yael got the bag. And then Henny, well, we ain't gonna make Henny. Somebody else is the actual rat that was on the case with you. So we all assume and believe the other person who was the rat that was on the case, because that's part of our crew. And we jump on you, put you in a coma because you's a rat. You taking fades. And then it comes out that you wasn't no rat. That old boy over there was the rat. And you still gonna say fuck shitty cuz? If that's the reality of the situation? Don't none of us know what happened. But I could empathize and put myself in those shoes with how trite the world is. And if that is the case, I couldn't see myself not doing and standing on business, bro. Especially if you believe what Mika said, saying he didn't want to end up just like Westwood. His friend, his crime meat, his road dog. Think about that. I want to hear your reply, and then we gonna be leaving up out of here, man. But if you heard that, the whole DJ Khaled foundation that the conspiracy theorist was using was undermined from this show with what's his name? Released 3 days ago, old footage that they talked about when this first happened. And he's saying he never seen Luce Cannon in his life. Luce Cannon didn't press DJ Khaled for nobody. He wasn't even pressing him. If a nigga pull up over there right now and jump out with cameras, niggas is finna press you. Nigga, what's up? Who is you? Who you over here with? You understand what I'm saying? Oh man, I'm over here with Nip. Black Sam and him Cowboy and them come. Hey, what's going on? Oh, niggas trying to see who these niggas are. Are they over here with me? Oh yeah, Big U on the phone. We was just telling him. He said, who is it? Oh, it's Khaled. Oh, nigga, that's the people. Hey, matter of fact, the number I got on him ain't good no more. Tell him, let me get that number. Oh yeah, hey, what's up? Yeah, here's my new number. All right, enjoy y'all time, man. Love, they shoot the video. It ain't no situation. If it was a press and the nigga can't come up over here unless I said it, then it would have, and it was gonna be something it would have been that, bro. We have no evidence that it was. But the conspiracy theorists said that they believe Luce Coochie, Luce Lion Cannon, who we just exposed today, who Street TV just exposed today. Y'all believe what y'all want to believe, no matter what facts come to surface. Let me see if Money Grip responded to my hypothetical before
And
we
put that picture of Khaled and Cowboy and Nip up.
Yeah, we gotta show that because they said that the dude on there says, well, that takes credibility against against Cowboy because that goes against what Black Sam said. Oh, that goes against what Black Sam said? Hold on, let me find that Instagram thing real quick, man. Cause I'm sure I got that thing. Let me see where that Instagram picture. Oh yeah, we gonna show y'all the Instagram picture. He said I got a picture of it. Somebody who was there. This dude, YouTuber, I don't even know who he is talking about. Well, that takes away from Cowboy's credibility because Black Sam just said that it was tension in the air behind DJ Khaled in the Big Boy interview. That looked like tension. He said he had a picture with him. He was there. He said he never seen Luce Cannon in his life.
So Cowboy was there. Nobody could take that away from him. And he said Luce Coogee was not there. Period.
Said he never seen him in his 6-0s ever in their life. I'm looking for your thing. Like I said, if that's the case, then I definitely retract my statement. Yeah, we don't nobody know for sure, bro. You know, it's different theories or whatever, and we don't want to be detective. But I'm just putting myself and shoe on every foot to try to understand, because you know how tricky the streets get, bro. We could be thinking one thing and it could be something totally different, man. But with all of this information coming, we just wanted to process it. Salute to the 300 and some people that showed up, stayed with us for 3 hours. And everybody else on Clubhouse, this is Damu Kiwe Conversation. Till tomorrow, we out. CS2 back paperwork, documentaries, we flaming them clowns.